I've been strolling in the darkness, yeah, all night. Need nobody's help, cause I'm my own light. I just wanna be somebody in my life, but the race is peaceful, so I don't know how to put up a fight. Against my struggles, but I'm putting up all my might. Against my problems, but I don't let mine go out of my sight. But still, sometimes I waver, but I promise I keep up. I keep moving, this ain't over until goodbye. I miss the darkness, I see a shimmer of cold light. I'll fly, come to the sky and soar above. Oh, hi, goodbye. I miss the darkness, I see a shimmer of cold light. I'll fly, come to the sky and soar above. Oh, hi. I hope you're ready for bars. Lost direction and I got no poster. Was fighting alone, yeah, I got these scars. Was through into episode, darkness game over. Nah, not over. I was high with bad emotions. Now it's time for me to get sober. Yeah, I failed and fell down many times. Not ashamed of it, not gonna cover. In life you gotta take a step. Walk the right path, follow your map. Sometimes strangers might be friends and friends might be a trap. All you need to do is keep moving and follow your path. The darkness, I see a shimmer of cold light. I'll fly, come to the sky and soar above. Oh, hi, goodbye. I miss the darkness, I see a shimmer of cold light. I'll fly, come to the sky and soar above. Oh, hi.
Welcome to Gaming Morning Show, your favorite morning radio show that plays games. We're like an FM morning radio show, and every Monday through Thursday, we're live with you on Twitch and, of course, on our website, GamingMorningShow.tv, just like we have been since 2020. So whether you're able to join us in the chat or are lurking or listening, we're happy you're here. Who knows what today will bring? Maybe there will be amazing food inventions.
One hand for the taco says, one hand right below the taco ready to catch.
Eat the crunchy taco, catch it, soft taco second.
That is brilliant.
I mean, we do like a good food topic. Put it on a pancake. Or maybe we'll celebrate someone's birthday.
Today, actor Peter Sarsgaard turns 52.
He's a pirate now.
Or meet a star of stage and screen.
Says I, gaming, doc gaming, sports doc gaming. Oh shoot, I have too many names.
Is that Keonstopher Reefkin? Or maybe I'll get to leave this box. I'm pretty okay in here. Okay, let's not get too ridiculous. I'm never getting out of here. But that's okay, because I'm here with you. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. And whatever the heck time it is in the UK. Your search is over.
Beep, beep, longer beep.
You found Gaming Morning Show, and we're getting started right now.
Morning, gamer. Hello, it's the final show of the week. We're so glad that you are here wherever you may be. We are on Twitch and at GamingMorningShow.tv. If you're on Facebook Gaming and on YouTube, we'll see it there sometime, just not for Gaming Morning Show, because now we're exclusively on Twitch. You can find us here Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on that platform, and you can jump into the chat and you can say hi, or you can go ahead and lurk and listen. You can even be in the shower, as it appears that one of you is already going to be right off the rip. It's good, smell good, feel good, play good.
Mayor of the Internet, who is probably in the shower.
I mean, even when Chris M.E. is not here, we're sure he's showering. So.
Somewhere he's showering.
Somewhere out.
I can just feel it.
It's little trickles of water being splashed right now.
Drip, drip, drip,
Oh,
drip,
I just have a leak in my ceiling.
drip, drip. Oh no.
That's worse. That's not better. I'd rather have Chris M.E. off spray than I would. Did he just say Chris M.E. off spray?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I just like listening to your vocal tones, says Groggy or Die. It's better than most music, except not as good as Superphonic. Okay. I mean, I think I'll take that. That's pretty good voice flattery right there.
You want the ultimate though? Take Superphonic's album and just put Ryan's tones on top of it.
First,
Thank you for being first, Groggy. We appreciate it. Yeah, I'll contact Superphonic and see if Super's interested in doing a mashup.
Perfect.
We're looking for some improv from you. Oh, cool, Super. Thank you so much for inviting me. I got my harmonica. And Super's going to be
Is there a
like...
train?
Super's gonna be like, why are you on the train? Going to be like, oh, that's not what that's not what I meant. If you could just talk over the music that I'm making, that would be better. Like, oh,
That'd be great.
it's different. It's different.
please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery.
Thank you, Groggy. Already done. Check the box. Done and done. All right. Like I said, that's Sports Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It's a pleasure to have you here for this edition of Gaming Morning Show.
Sean, you're wearing red?
Oh,
I am.
how about that? Looks pretty good today, too. Again, the downside to us not being on 5 days a week now is we miss the last show of the week.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
And so I assume you don't wear a USC shirt on Thursdays, unless they play on Friday. On Thursdays, for our benefit, right? You're going to go still game day Friday, right?
Yeah, still game day Friday. USC shirt on Friday.
Okay. I'm also not going to wear my favorite football team's gear on any Thursday.
Never?
Not once. I picked this because I was in the dark. I forgot to bring my phone inside. And so I went to the hook where I keep all my GMS clothes. And I'm like grabbing. I walk out. I'm like, This isn't even a GMS, so I walk back in. I'm like, well, I have no clue what the order is now. I thought I was grabbing my purple one. This is what I got. So,
Looks good.
Victory Thursday. Hopefully not the only Victory Thursday that we have this year.
No, I got nothing. I can't fit a V in Thursday.
You don't want to do like Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah. Victory
No, it doesn't
Thursday, Thursday. I mean, it doesn't really work. Unlike something like, the weekend of the week. That's the kind of thing that actually works, right?
That's gonna stick.
Yeah, that's the golden ticket. That's the golden ticket right there. All right, well, thank you for being here wherever you are today. It's Gaming Morning Show. It is Thursday, October 5th, 2023, if I have not mentioned that. Yeah, coming up, we have a story of a Connecticut artist who aims to break the world record for a chalk drawing. Also coming up on the second hour at this hour story, Chinese jellyfish has been found in a California reservoir, so we'll know a little bit more about that coming up. It's National Do Something Nice Day, World Teachers Day, Kiribati Education Day, National Above the Bus Day, National Apple Betty Day, National Be Nice Day, National Caribbean Civility Day, National Depression Screening Day, National Kiss a Wrestler Day, National Military Podcast Day, National Rhode Island Day, and World Meningitis Day. Those are all of the days of the day.
Wow. So is it like collegiate wrestling or like WWE wrestling?
Yes.
Both?
All wrestlers are in play on National Kiss a Wrestler Day.
Okay. All right.
So I encourage...
I don't know if I can track down a WWE star.
No, I encourage you all to find Stone Cold Steve Austin and kiss Steve right on that big bald forehead. Come here, Stone Cold. Mwah!
How do you think that'd go over?
I think Bob has some experience.
Stop hitting me, monkey!
So
Fair enough.
that's probably what would happen. Good morning and nice chat to LNE.
Nice chat.
It's great to see you. Thank you for being here for this episode of Gaming Morning Show. LNE says, fun fact, I grew up down the street from USC.
Nice. Spent a lot of time in that area.
Lady K, fact of the day.
I mean, I guess since we don't have Lady K all the time now, we might as well just call anyone's fact of the day the Lady K fact of the day.
That's fair.
Yeah. I would shout out Lady K, but I can't remember. Is it Karen Gale? Ooh, let's live dangerously, shall we? That may or may not be right. I'm not entirely sure. I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure. So, good morning, LNE, though. Thank you for being here. Coming up, we have the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. 10 minutes from now, Birthdays This Day in Gaming History is on the way as well. Our topic of the day, this is going to be a fun one. What a nice way to end the week, Sean. Today is National Get Funky Day. And so we're asking you, who is the funkiest video game character of all time?
Funk.
Figured Bob would appreciate this one, too.
Yeah. There's only one right answer to this, though.
Okay, I think I know who you're going to say, but maybe you'll surprise me. Go ahead. Who do you think is the funkiest character of all time?
It's got to be Funky Kong.
Yeah. And maybe this is appropriate
Funk.
because we have Funky Kong coming out in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 6. That's going to be out, I think, during the holiday season, as you earlier reported. Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Peachette, and Pauline are all coming out as characters. Funky Kong made their debut during Donkey Kong Country. Was one of the original ones, or was that the sequel to Donkey Kong Country?
No, they were in Donkey Kong Country.
Okay. Also, what's the over-under that we can say funky
Funk.
a whole bunch today and not have any slip-ups?
Oh, we're going to slip up.
Okay. I have to tell you, there's one thing that I remembered yesterday. I was doing an esports broadcast, and Star Fox is a tricky character's name to say unless you're concentrating on Star Fox. Because if you kind of get caught up in the transition from star to the part that starts with an F, it can give you a k sound. And I almost had one of those yesterday. I almost got Star Foxed.
can be tricky.
It was scary.
Be careful.
Here's the definition of funky from Google. Funky, of music having or using a strong dance rhythm, in particular that of funk, or modern and stylish in an unconventional or striking way. And I think the second part of that might lead us to some more interesting answers when it comes to who is your favorite or most funky video game character. So you can let us know. Groggy gave us a Funky Kong, baby.
That's got to be the answer.
But you remember the beginning of Donkey Kong Country, the intro page was really awesome.
Yeah.
They did a nice job with that to kind of signify that it was going to be definitely different than, another Donkey Kong game, as in, the arcade game, right? Jumpman was in there, all that stuff.
Yeah, they did a good job setting that game apart. And now it's hard to imagine Donkey Kong not being that. Because, they really redefined what Donkey Kong games are. Whoa. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Wow, I can't believe you got to that. Because I went up top to try to get a piece of it, and I don't think I actually touched it. And then you're going to score. Wow. Oh. I thought that was in. Always follow your shot, Hefty. I do have something to mention. I thought that the teammate of ours was going to go into the corner and continue to hit the ball away and clear it away. And they ended up going for an orb. Do you know how annoying it is when your teammate goes for the orb?
Are you mad because you were going for the orb?
Actually, no. I was actually spacing. I was really proud of myself because I'm like, I don't want to follow them too closely because, we got spacing and all that stuff. And then they ended up going into the corner to get the orb. And I was like, what are you doing? Get out of there. To be fair, this person who keeps cussing in the corner, they have a lot of reasons to be upset. You robbed them hardcore.
Yep.
And then I did a bicycle kick save. So let's see. Groggy says all the Kongs got a nomination, though. They all have the funk.
It's true. It's a pretty funky cast, all in all.
Oh, just a little bit early. Yeah. Anyway, where I was going with that opening, that title card is pretty funky.
Nice job.
Because they go from having like Cranky Kong just playing the old record player to then kind of giving you the modern boop 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 boop. Isn't that the tail end of something? Is that hurt in the UK? No, I don't think so. I don't know where that came from. The boop to the boop boop boops. No one's going to score, or no one's going to score, or we're just gonna play defense anymore. Also, Crash Bandicoot should be in the conversation. That's a good call, says Groggy or Die. Crash Bandicoot, they have a pretty funky cast of characters as well. Uh-oh. Get back. Get back. Like, I really don't remember, Groggy. Like, was there a pretty funky group of characters too, or is the Donkey Kong batch for Donkey Kong Country the funkiest?
Yeah, they definitely have a cast of characters.
I can't name another Crash Bandicoot character. Is that on me or is that on the game?
No, that's on us. because I'm just not as familiar with Crash as I am Donkey Kong.
Oh no! You had Candy Kong. Who are some of the other characters? Diddy Kong was introduced during Donkey Kong Country.
Mm-hmm. Dixie Kong, Kitty Kong, Lanky Kong.
Oh!
Man.
A 0-0 stalemate. Who wanted some first hour overtime? Anybody? Groggy says, I think DK wins. Yeah, I mean, I would... Unless someone comes up with a better answer to this over the course of the 3 hours, I think I'm going to crown the Kong family the funkiest band of video game characters in the land. All right, is everyone serious now?
Yeah, everyone's ready. Oh, that got over.
Breakaway, breakaway, breakaway for the win! The craziest, wackiest,
Man.
funkiest game you'll ever see.
Yeah, as soon as I popped that over the last player, I knew I just had to not not hit it away.
You sweaty?
A little bit.
That was tough.
That was a very defensive heavy game.
Yeah. MVP goes to Sports.Gaming for scoring the game's only goal. You had 2 shots, so did Taco Drew. A couple of saves apiece. 3 shots from their second place finisher, but someone had 286 points. Wow. That was a game. That was a game and a half right there. So there you go. 1 game in the book, 6:25 West Coast time. It's 9:25 out east. It's 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thank you for being with us. I am Hefty Goof. That's Sports.Gaming. Coming up around birthdays, this day in gaming history, that's going to happen at 6:50. So if you know someone who's celebrating a birthday, invite them to join us at Gaming Morning Show. And we'll celebrate a birthday with them coming up shortly. Also, we'll have a list of the day in sports next hour.
Sport.
Anticlimactic yesterday with the baseball playoffs. We'll tell you about that coming up at 7:50. Let's see. Groggy says, I think DK wins. You had Dingo Dial and Aku and Uka Uka and Doc Cortex. Are you making me say things, or are these all real characters?
Yeah, those are all real characters.
Don't forget about Tana and Coco. Also, Groggy says, for a solo character on the Overwatch front, you'll have Lucio, who's pretty funky. I'm trying to think, like...
Funk!
Mortal Kombat. I mean, Johnny Cage might be slightly funky, but nah, just a little more egotistic.
Yeah.
Because it says modernly stylish in an unconventional or striking way.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be too easy to like go with like clothing style to become funky. So, right. Well, spread the word. We'll see if we get some more answers into the chat. We'll do that more in just a moment. It's kind of funky. That's a good way to set up the news. Video game headlines you need to know. As always, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Thursday, October 5th, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. It's your morning Wesley News.
Ooh.
All 3 of our stories are written by a Wesley, but not the same Wesley.
Oh, nice.
First up, we have Nintendo with a new collaboration with Lego, and it's an Animal Crossing collaboration. These make so much sense, and they're adorable. This a collaboration with Lego hasn't made this much sense since Minecraft started collaborating with Lego. Animal Crossing and Lego, it just works, and I'm surprised it hasn't existed already. But they're very cute, and you should check them out for sure.
I mean, you said Minecraft, and I was like, they've done that, right? And obviously you just said yes. Animal Crossing, I mean, I feel like the demographic also fits with younger folks, but also people who spend so much time with Animal Crossing, right? Because this is a game that's played a lot in real time. And so when you invest that much time into a game, it would make sense that you'd want to recreate some things outside of the video game space too. So I see what you're saying.
No, it's brilliant. It's just a teaser. We don't have a lot of information about what the sets are going to look like, how many sets there are, when they're coming out. None of that. We just, for now, Nintendo of Europe posted a tweet that says, "Welcome to Lego Animal Crossing," and that's pretty much it. So it's gonna be great. I'm excited. I don't think my kids care enough about Animal Crossing to get these, but I'm excited to see other people enjoy these because they're very cute.
Yeah, my kids had a stretch with Animal Crossing, but it's the real time factor that really got to them. Like, sick of waiting for things to happen, and they knew about all the clock tricks and everything. They're like, yeah.
In our next news story, moving from Nintendo over to PlayStation, the very first 2-disc PlayStation 5 game has been officially announced and is coming out soon. And that is Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. This is from Wesley Yin-Poole of IGN. This Complete Edition is going to retail for $69.99, and it's going to be available October 6th. So tomorrow it's going to be available. This, of course, is the Horizon Forbidden West game for the PlayStation 5, but it also includes the Burning Shores DLC, digital soundtrack, digital art book, Horizon Zero Dawn Volume 1, the Sunhawk digital comic book, some in-game items, especially for photo mode, and then some other outfits and items for actual gameplay.
Is this that big of a deal?
I mean, it's all the stuff you can fit on a PlayStation 5 disc, and they needed 2 of them to fit all that stuff. So it's just a landmark.
It's
for
everything.
Double disc game.
It's everything you could imagine, all wrapped up into one 2-disc package. Also, no word if they're going to include some laser discs.
Ooh, that'd be cool. It's not gonna do anything, but it'd still look cool.
It's a gigantic video game disc you have on your wall.
Yeah, a standard Ultra HD Blu-ray disc for the PlayStation 5 holds up to 100 gigabytes. The complete edition is just over 121 gigabytes. So yeah, they needed that second disc.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Horizon's story would make a pretty good movie, right?
Movie or like HBO series or something like that.
Potentially after The Last of Us is done. Maybe the next one.
Yeah, it should at some point be made into some sort of visual medium like that, because it's a pretty good story. They could do something fun with it.
I'm still betting on Laserdisc.
Actually, you know what would be best for a Horizon series would be, they did Castlevania as like an anime series. That would probably be the best, because with all the robotic monsters and epic fights and stuff like that, I think something animated would probably serve it the best, because then you can really do everything you want. Let's make it happen.
Okay, we'll
Do you want
contact
to open an animation studio?
Yeah, GMS Studios. Coming soon from GMS. That's why it's hard. Anyway, go ahead.
The double disc, that's pretty cool. You can check that out tomorrow if you haven't played the game already. I never got around to the DLC, which fits because I never got around to the DLC for the first game as well. It's for whatever is in the Horizon games, I get done with them, done with them, and I love them, and I walk away. So we'll see if I ever go back for Burning Shores. In our last news story, 11-Bit Studios has unveiled its first gameplay for their game, which is a new sci-fi adventure game called The Alters. This is, again, from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. The studio behind this game is also behind This War of Mine, Frostpunk, and Children of Morta. They unveiled The Alters last year, and they called it a sci-fi adventure game where one man is trying to survive and hopefully get home after a space mission goes wrong. To do so, he must rely on both himself and various copies of himself. This new trailer gives us our first look at its actual gameplay, which highlights its third-person base-building survival gameplay. The team says the story is, quote, driven by life-defining choices and exploring the diverse paths one could take after Jan crash lands on an inhospitable planet turning towards a massive sun. Not a daughter, but just a son.
We gotta quit sharing a mind. I mean, the question, I'm just gonna ask a question I wasn't gonna ask. Will there be making your own potatoes using your own fertilizer made from your own manure?
It doesn't appear so, but if they don't, then they're really missing out.
Okay. I mean, you gotta have a nod to Matt Damon in there somehow, right?
Yeah, there's got to be something.
I believe.
But we'll see. It does look like a pretty cool game. Looks like something that would be up my alley. So I'll keep an eye on this as it gets closer to release, and then maybe reviews when it comes out. We do have a release window of next year, 2024, but no specifics beyond that. So we'll keep an eye on the alters. And always last but never least. Sorry, I clicked something and everything went away. We finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. And it's Thursday, so we got a few. The first one is Bracket I, close bracket, doesn't exist out on PC. That one confused me.
That's the name of the game?
Yeah, it's I doesn't exist, or maybe it's a one. One doesn't, I don't know, but it's in brackets. I don't know. We'll never know.
Good
Assassin's
start.
Creed Mirage is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC. Asterix and Obelix Heroes is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC. Cricket 24 is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC. Forza Motorsport is out on Xbox and PC. Front Mission 2 Remake is out on Switch. Hidden Through Time 2 Myths and Magic is out on PC. Knight vs. Giant The Broken Excalibur is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC. Stop Dead is out on PC. The Bloodline is out on PC. The Dark Pictures Little Hope is out on Switch. The Sisters 2 Road to Fame is out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC. War Groove 2 is out on Switch and PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within the segment, today's name of the morning goes to Bang On Balls Chronicles, out on PlayStations, Xboxes, and Switch.
Say that again?
Bang On Balls Chronicles.
Is there like a colon in there?
Yeah.
Hang on, Balls Chronicles out today. That's a good one. That might be a contender.
I like that one.
All right, there you go. That's our name of the morning. Could become name of the month, and it just depends on how things happen. The first full week of November will let you know who is our winner for the end of October, Nightbot, end of October. We have that coming up for you. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a good contender. And thank you, Sean, for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News.
You are welcome.
All right, there you go. Pretty
Yes! Apps, yes!
Bob really likes that name in the morning. There you go. All right.
Yeah!
Good morning. Nice chat to Abacus Apothecary. It's great to see you.
Nice chat!
Thank you for ending your day with us. We appreciate it very much. Abacus was one of our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winners yesterday and is approaching 900 messages all time whilst watching Gaming Morning Show since January 6th, 2021. Soon to become a member of the 999 Plus Club.
Yeah, about 100 away.
Yeah.
How many is that, Eagle, the mathematical?
Screech. It's 898.
Perfect. All right. Thank you.
You're
And-
welcome.
And Abacus is, I don't know if in the lead, but definitely in the top 3 for timeouts with the one timeout. I
Let's
guess.
go.
Nightbot only has one too, so you're probably tied for first.
It's good to have goals.
Bob likes it.
I will tell you that I think having like a 999 plus something, and I don't know how you give it out, right? Because you can't assign a bits badge, right? Because you have to
Right.
have given bits.
Right. Is can't we have community VIPs? Is that something we designate?
Yeah, so right now all the VIPs are those who subscribed on our Patreon when we had that for they completed 6 months of Patreon subscribing. They'll have to phrase that into like the right part of speech, but that's what we have right now. I wonder if we could figure out a way. I want it to be something unique that would be cool. Maybe we could do something with Nightbot. That might be a way. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. If you have any ideas, of course, you can throw them in our Discord. We always appreciate that. And if you have any coffee suggestions as well, as Nightbot just reminded of us of as well, you can let us know, because I'm drinking new coffee. I haven't had this coffee since April, I think, because we ran out of our like standard issue coffee, which is weird because we haven't had that happen. We have it on auto subscribe, so I don't know what's happening. My house is like in a vortex right now or something. It's weird.
Oops, I did it again.
Bob did it.
Maybe Bob's been sneaking into the coffee.
Jeez.
That might be a good emote too. Get a coffee emote in here. We'll figure that out. All right. What is the funkiest character in all of video games? We want to know your answer to that. Let's say hi to the Menagerie, a group of animals who hang out behind Sean's home. They never leave. They never roam. Well, they do, in between the show hours. Otherwise, they're back and ready to stack like a tower. Let's say hi to the animals. Animals. Jack Bowers.
Perfect.
Do you remember Jack Bowers from that one show?
From 24.
Is it Jack
Right.
Bowers or Bauer?
Bauer.
2,
No S.
4.
That famous show 2-4.
Correct.
I mean, some people probably called it 24. Others probably called it 2-4.
Seems right.
Okay. I'm not seeing Bird the Runaway Emo. Did Bird run away?
No, Bird's. He's right.
Oh,
He's hanging out with Eagle.
tucked like under the wing almost.
He's almost like a hidden picture puzzle thing.
Abacus says my vote for funkiest character would be Lala from Space Channel 5. Did I get it?
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Oh my gosh. I think I need 3 on the mispronunciation counter from just the names that I've been given. I mean, Groggy gave me earlier in this show. I had to say Dingodile, Aku, Uka, and Dot Cortex. So I think I'm just getting played, to be honest, but I don't know. So send all your names to Ol Hefty. He'll say them on the air. So it's no worry. I know, and that's all that matters. That you're close to the 999 plus club. LNE, for what it's worth, if you're keeping track of your stats, you're at 164, so well on your way as well. I wrote an email this morning. It was like, also, and then the next line I wrote, also, and I put in parentheses, also, because I'd already used also, but it was a double also, so. How we doing?
Funk.
I think I'm gonna make it.
I think I make it. It's the last show of the week. You'll be fine.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's transition into another Rocket League game. We got birthdays coming up in 10 minutes.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's a story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Thank you for being part of it. We got a story coming your way from Ben Hooper of UPI, and you can, of course, find the Ben Hooper and UPI Odd News Minute wherever podcasts are available to you. All right, this one starts in Connecticut, where an artist aims for a world record, and that is a world record for the world's biggest chalk drawing. Connecticut woman created what she believes is the largest chalk mural created by a single person on the pavement outside her home. This person said it took 3 days to create an image of the Northern Lights covering an area of 2,389.59 square feet. For what it's worth, I thought that decimal point might be an additional comment. I was like, 2,300,000, but it's not. It's 2,389. Quote, I feel Northern Lights is the amazing art by nature, which has tons of colors and it just brightens you up, the artist told a TV station. They're applying to have their artwork recognized by Guinness World Records, which the current record for largest chalk street art by one artist stands at 2,152.78 square feet, and it was created in 2021. Quote, it is just to challenge myself and see what are my limits. If I get the record, that is the cherry on top. Pretty positive outlook, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is a pretty big endeavor, and credit the weather in Connecticut for cooperating. There's not been like a rainfall or anything lately. Could you imagine getting to day 2.5 and all of a sudden thunder rolls in? You're like, no!
That'd be awful.
That'd be really bad. So, good luck. Good luck the rest of the way. We believe in
You'll
you.
do great. I believe.
And a thing called love.
GMS does not condone eating chalk.
Yeah, it's important to remember, don't eat chalk. Especially while making a big Guinness World Record mural, you might run out.
Yeah, you need that for other stuff.
Ah, nice try.
Well, maybe a little chalk is okay.
Abacus says that is more square footage than I have home space. Me too, actually, Abacus, for what it's worth. But the Northern Lights cannot be contained in a single home space. So. I mean, they barely fit in Alaska, am I right?
That's why they keep leaking out to other places.
I mean, I heard you can see them in Pluto, but I could be wrong. Man, we got a little bit of glitchiness, don't we?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I missed.
Is it that time of year for them to receive the weather, I believe, rain? Let's see, what are we at? We're in October? Like, I mean, it's definitely raining where we live, but we're in the Pacific Northwest. That's like being like, oh my gosh, I missed. That'd be like, is it sunny in Los Angeles? So.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
That's true. If this mural was being drawn in Philadelphia, then I wouldn't be worried about it. But you never know what can happen. Yeah, this game is kind of rough. We're getting a little bit of delay. Abacus says, one day I shall have to provide you guys a third for Rocket League. What do you mean? We always have the best teammates, Abacus. We don't need any thirds. Lol. We have had actually some people play a silent third with us before, so we'll try to make it a time where that works well. Is there a day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that works best for you, Abacus? I even just noticed, Sean, that your gameplay screen is like half jacked up on my side, so I have to recalibrate my computer. Unless that's what's showing. Oh. That's one of my biggest frustrations in this game is when there's just enough space between you and the wall for the ball to squirt through. Thursday or Friday mornings are best to be available the whole time. Okay, well, yeah, we'll take that under consideration. Nice save, teammate. I see that ball is like jumping off of that car awkwardly. So, so tell me more about Space Channel 8 because I am like completely unfamiliar.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Abacus, help us out with Space Channel 8. Give us more context into why you answered your question of the day that way. I'm trying to think other franchises that I've played. I mean, Battletoads are kind of funky. I remember Battletoads having a component of funkiness. Maybe you could claim one of the Ninja Turtles as funky, but I don't think so.
Maybe.
My brain wanted to go to like a game like Parappa the Rapper or something like that, but I actually never played that game fully.
Yeah, there's some funkiness in that.
Well, and I was worried that I'm just saying that because it's a music game, right? Because according to our definition that we borrowed, it does not have to be music related.
No.
Although,
doesn't have to be music.
yeah, I mean, although Space Channel 5, according to Abacus, was a music rhythm action series for the Dreamcast. It's always nice when we can pull up a Dreamcast choice. Oh, sorry. I always say sorry even when I bump into you in the chat so that people don't think we're together, even though we have the same exact club tag. So I just want our teammate to feel like, you know, it's not like a third wheel type situation. So
Don't want them to feel left out.
right. All those other inside jokes we share in quick chat.
Like this is Rocket League.
Yeah. Get in there. I didn't have enough boost. I always like when I'm taking off up into the sky and then you can tell that you're gonna run out of steam, come crashing back down. It's kind of like Tom Petty. I was learning to fly. I didn't have any wings. All right. Losers. Losers in game number 2 of the day, but that's okay because we won the first game and overall we're cracked. So probably. Hey, it's a 6:50 West Coast time. It's 9:50 out east and is now 2:50 for those watching GMS in the Ukraine. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be today. That is Sports.Gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. What are your weekend plans? We always ask that on the last show of the week. Just happens to be we're doing that on a Thursday. Do you have anything that you're looking forward to? How's your weekend going to be? Pretty chaotic, or are you finally getting one of those restful weekends you long for?
Probably a mix of the two. We're doing pumpkin patch, so that'll be fun. And then there's some soccer and some football, and then there's nothing on the calendar for Sunday, which means it's going to be a busy day with something that I didn't expect.
No, that's a day of rest because there's nothing on the calendar. You have nothing planned.
Yep.
Wink. Wink. All right. Yeah, we're going to the pumpkin patch on Saturday morning, so Bailey's and you know we can't do that. Dang it.
I mean, you can.
I know I can. You can't, but curse this work. Honeydew list. Yeah, Eleni, that could happen potentially. Usually it's Sean just deciding to do something on his own. Wink.
Yeah, it's usually my own to-do list. I do have a project that I was hoping to finish before the rainy season came, and now it's supposed to be really nice this weekend, so that might end up happening, but we'll see.
All right. We'll make it happen. Rest, baby.
Yeah.
Groggy Dad's gonna go bourbon hunting.
Nice.
Going on a bourbon hunt. Gonna catch a big one. Good luck with that. Report back the results.
Yeah, let us know.
You know what they say about a big deck.
All right, birthdays this day in gaming history. If you know someone celebrating a birthday today, please let us know, because along with Sports.Gaming, the Menagerie, and myself, we would like to celebrate with you. Today, we do have some celebrity birthdays. Again, it's October 5th, 2023. So we do have some celebrity birthdays to get to. And we're going to start off with, well, you know, they term this person a rocker. I've heard actually some people call them a space cowboy. I've actually heard other people refer to them as the gangster of love.
Nice.
Yeah. This is Steve Miller. Steve Miller is 80 today.
Um, his middle name is Hayworth. Haworth.
Haworth? How do you spell Hayworth? Haworth. I can see that.
I don't know.
Please welcome Steve Haworth Miller and Steve's band. And the Haworth Five. Don't like it. Today, author, I was about to say actor, probably has been an actor, Neil deGrasse Tyson turns 65.
Nice. He's a graduate of Harvard.
It's time to play everyone's favorite game. Sean guesses the mascots. Woo! Yeah, let's go.
Bravo!
Isn't Harvard just like
Bravo!
Crimson?
I like how we keep getting Ivy League mascots.
Yeah.
You have answered the Yale mascot, which is Harvard's main rival, which again was the
Bulldog.
right. All right. What is Harvard's? I guess we're looking for technically like their nickname mascot, not like what the name of the person who runs around or whatever. Your guess? I think I heard you say Crimson.
The Crimson, I think.
Would you like to lock that in?
Yeah.
All right. You say Crimson. The correct answer is
Yes, correct.
the Crimson. The Crimson. Apparently, their mascot is John Harvard, the Pilgrim.
Of course.
Yeah. So there you go. You are correct. We're gonna get the Ivy League knocked out pretty early on this show. So
Yeah, we're gonna get those taken care of. Although I think those are the only two. I know. We'll see.
okay. All right. Yeah. Get ready for some Dartmouth coming your way soon. Today, actor Guy Pearce turns 56.
His first film was Heaven Tonight in 1989.
Heaven Tonight in 1989. Really missed the movie trailer.
Yeah, me too. I've been working on sound all morning, but I haven't quite gotten it yet.
All right, I'll give you just a taste. The film covers the conflict between a father and son who are both musicians. The father led a rock band in the 1960s. His son becomes a star of techno-pop music.
It's pretty good.
Batman. Today, actor Kate Winslet turns 48.
She used to be married to director Sam Mendes.
I thought Sam Mendes was with Camilla Cabello.
I mean, he might be because she used to be married to him.
It's Shawn Mendes. Sam Mendes' son, probably.
Definitely.
Let's see. We got Jesse Eisenberg. The actor turns 40.
Wow. There it is. Fun fact. Oh, he hosted an episode of SNL in 2011.
All right, lucky you. It's time to play Sean's favorite game. Who was the musical guest when Jesse Eisenberg hosted Saturday Night Live? The date, Sean, for what it's worth, it mentioned 2011. It was specifically January 29th, 2011.
Okay. January 2011. One Republic.
Ooh, One Republic. That's a admirable guess. I'm trying to think. The monologue looks like Andy Samberg was out there either trying to be Jesse Eisenberg or trying to be Michael Cera, who I think Jesse Eisenberg, I used to confuse those two.
Oh, yeah.
Briefly.
They have some similarities for sure.
Again, you're locking in One Republic.
Yes.
All right. Here you go. Jesse Eisenberg was the host when Nicki Minaj was the musical guest.
Incorrect.
That's also a good 2011 musical act.
Man, again, your streak continues of being mediocre at the SNL game, which is also admittedly very hard.
Very difficult game. I feel like I've done a good job of matching artist with year, though.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I think you still have a better batting percentage than I do with Grammys edition.
They're tough games.
That's why. Hey, we don't back away from a challenge here at Gaming Morning Show.
Nope.
No. Any other birthdays catch your eye?
Yeah, it's guitarist Dave Detterer's birthday from the Presidents of the United States of America. He's 59.
Double guitarist today, because David Bryson of Counting Crows is 69.
Nice.
That
And
was
then,
in harmony.
Actor Scott Wanger of Full House and Aladdin is 48.
Oh, that was the voice of Aladdin. This is one of the, well, I guess in the 90s, they didn't necessarily use like the most tip-top star talent for their main characters, but this is the one that always stood out because Scott played the boyfriend of Candace Cameron's character on Full House, and so it was kind of like a supplementary character, but then it was known, like people shared that was also the person who voiced Aladdin. That was always, I guess I found that interesting for some reason. So.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We have bassist Paul Thomas of Austin Attack's favorite band, Good Charlotte's 43. Mario Lemieux, the former NHL player, is 58 today.
Nice.
All right, I'm happy with those.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about
All right,
that.
there you go. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know. We'll go ahead and sing the birthday song. But in the meantime, this day in gaming history. Oh, thank you. This day in gaming history, we're going to start, Sean, with 1992. So you get to play yet another game, and that is Sean plays Lawsuit or Not a Lawsuit. Again, the year was 1992.
Not a lawsuit.
Whoa, whoa,
I don't feel good about that.
Bob plays a didgeridoo. Your answer's locked in. You said not a lawsuit to 1992 when Nintendo releases the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest game for Super Nintendo.
Yes, correct.
I finally won something.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, I guess I got Harvard right too.
Yeah, that's true. It's the Saturday Night Live game that I can't wait for you to pull that one out.
Yeah, that one's gonna feel good.
Admittedly harder. In the year 2000, Sean,
In the year 20.
Capcom released Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. You're out for Dreamcast.
In the year 20.
It was a baseball simulator, a Street Fighter baseball simulator, believe it or not. That was a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. In 2003, Microsoft released a wireless network adapter that was available for the Xbox, and that price was $140. In 2004, Activision released the Tony Hawk Underground video game. Tony Hawk Underground video game was available in that particular release. Underground 2 specifically, World Destruction Tour video game for PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, and Xbox. I don't remember Underground. What was the difference between like Underground and Tony Hawk Pro Skater? I don't even remember.
I don't know. That's definitely after I fell off of the Tony Hawk games. I know at one point they became slightly more like open world, where you just like skated around to find things to do, and that might have been the Underground sub-series.
2004, Vivendi Universal Games releases the Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude video game that was available for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. 2010, Konami releases Castlevania Lords of Shadow that was available for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. The same year, Square Enix put out Final Fantasy, The Four Heroes of Light for Nintendo DS, and then in 2011, Electronic Arts releases the Crysis video game for PlayStation 2 that also was released on
Xbox 360.
So there you go. There's your This Day in Gaming History right there. Crisis. That seems familiar, but I feel like I'm mixing it up with Time Crisis.
Ooh, that could be. Crysis, I think, is another first-person shooter. My guess is like space-related. That's all I got.
I mean, the way it's spelled is CRYSIS, and that does give me space vibes as well.
Yep. Not a game I play.
According to Groggy or Die, Calgary Stampeders, Kansas City Chiefs, and Marshall University quarterback Chase Litton has a birthday today. Facebook let me know. So to you, Chase Litton, it's your birthday song. Throw it very long.
Toot toot.
Because he's a quarterback, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I said quarterback. So throw it long. That's what you want quarterbacks. Anyway.
Yeah.
Although
Not too long though.
Right.
It's your receiver.
Being able to hit your short receivers too, not in height but like in distance ran.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Back shoulder, huh? Come on.
Completion percentage. Also, Groggy says Brown and Cornell are a couple that I know of. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I have to stop reading that college mascots book I'm reading so that I don't cheat.
Sean's sitting there preparing. We should have a montage. You watching every Saturday Night Live episode. Sean prepares for the mini games. Actually, that's a perfect thing to call this is our mini games because get it?
Yeah.
Video games have mini games.
Mini games.
Side quests.
We're on to something.
All right. We'll have our best people get on that. Coming up, we'll have list of the day and sports.
Sports.
All right. Until then, that's Sean. I'm Hefty Goof. We have a break. Then we'll come back with more Gaming Morning Show. Final show of the week. Second hour is next on Twitch, GamingMorningShow.tv. Stream, and Kate was talking about selling some things on Kate's Etsy store, and one of those things was possibly making like Apex Legends 3D printed things that she would design because there's apparently a shortage, or at least not as many like Apex heirlooms that are out there for the 3D printing world, like templates. And I was like, I'll trade you a calendar for your Loba staff. There's a calendar that Fulfillment's been needing to send to Kate Zaid probably for 2 years.
It's been around for a while.
We hadn't even gotten on the air yet, and we had promised to send that to Kate, so yeah. Fulfillment. Man. Hyper says, we've got the name of the morning, but what's the morning of the name? Whoa. It never translates because I modified it specifically for Apex. I'm always like, how do I ping? Hit the ping, but I'm trying. Drew Mega says, with Resident Evil Village, I was able to acquire some more powerful weapons, and it's so satisfying being able to destroy enemies with just a few shots.
That does sound handy.
Yeah, it feels like it's taking you forever sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a good shot, FD.
Nice.
Cracked. Look at this. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and everything. Boop.
Nice work.
He's nuts. I was confusing. Let's just pretend I didn't say that one. All right. This day in gaming history, we have one from before 1995, which means Sean gets to play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit. The year, Sean, was 1992.
Not a lawsuit.
Okay, you say not a lawsuit for that one. When you say that, and Bob plays a didgeridoo, your answer is locked in. 1992, Nintendo releases the Final Fantasy Mythic Quest for the Super Nintendo in the U.S.
Correct.
It was not a lawsuit. I don't remember Final Fantasy. Well, I didn't play a lot of the Final Fantasy games. I wasn't very patient for RPGs.
That makes sense.
2000, which is otherwise known as the year 2000.
Near 2000.
Capcom releases Street Fighter 3 Third Strike for the Dreamcast.
Nice. Year 2000.
in the year 2000.
Alexa, cancel.
All right, 727. Let's get you the list of the day. 927 from LB. What are chips but just crunchy, flavorful pancakes? Brendan goes, this is too much. This is not consensual. I hate that one. Okay. Bob, you went over the line, my friends. A little bit too much.
Oops, I did it again.
Sure did, buddy.
You dummy, Bob.
Listen, Bob lives in a box in my garage, okay? He needs to be able to, be able to take in all the aromas that are out there.
Smelling through the box hole.
I do it more quietly next time. Noted, chat. Noted. I hate that one. That's too much. This is not consensual. It feels like a little bit. It literally is. It's planted. Like somebody's gonna walk along and be like, "Oh, look! What a random coincidence! I found a heads-up penny." You're over there on the side with your binoculars. We're gonna pick it up. I mean, I guess it's not much different than just losing a penny, but
Right.
Yeah.
It's very specific, though. You have to leave it for someone who believes in good luck to fight.
well, and I didn't realize that was. I thought it was like find a penny, pick it up all day. I didn't realize that heads-up pennies were like more lucky, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's different versions of this superstition. So.
Why is there a trail of heads-up pennies right now?
It's leading right towards that dark alley. Oh, good luck.
We'll also have the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, Clip of the Day, and Takeaways that were pretty okay. A reminder in chat, GMS Tuesday Nights debuted yesterday. Big thanks again to Hey It's Brendan TTV, The Element of One, and VG did try. For being part of that, we played a night of the Game of Life during GMS Game Night. Next week, it'll be GMS Fudge as we play through Resident Evil Village. I will be alongside Sports Gaming, navigating the wonderful world of, I believe, Ethan Winters.
Sounds right.
And all of the evil that is residential to the village.
It's a pretty rough neighborhood, that village.
You won't like the neighbors.
They don't do nice acts.
They don't have
But
nice
they have a
acts.
nice axe.
Nice.
When you grabbed me, smacked me, and laughed at me. Baby, don't you know I'm hurting? Yeah, you've done me dirty. Had to let go of the one who asked to be hurt like that. Honey, no, I get it. You say it was a moment of weakness. Just don't do it again, and I'll consider stick again. Baby, don't you know I'm hurting?
Tell your friends, tell your mom. Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. A daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. Gaming Morning Show is live exclusively on Twitch. Please follow us on Facebook Gaming, Instagram, and TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All links are on our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being with us wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, And YouTube's still active. You can find us there, but we are live now exclusively on Twitch and at GamingMorningShow.tv. That is sports.gaming on the left side of your screen. It's the final show of the week. We are Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Twitch and at GamingMorningShow.tv. You can also share our Twitter or our Instagram and our TikTok at Gaming Morning Show on both of those platforms. We have a social media question that we just threw out, which had to do with who was the musical guest for Jesse Eisenberg. If you know somebody who may want to know that, you can share that on your social media as well if you have a Twitter account, since I know that you know all the answers, but maybe somebody else doesn't. So if you want to see if they have an answer, you can put it out there.
I just pretended to not to know.
Oh, got it. You wanted us to have a chance.
Yeah. Well, and I know your game's really hard with the Emmys and Grammys and stuff, so I didn't want you to feel bad.
That's really kind of you. I appreciate that.
I do what I can.
You are a genius.
Looks like Bob appreciates you too.
Nice. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure Bob is a big fan.
You're welcome.
All right. Hey, it's the Thursday edition of the show. I just said that, but my brain froze. October 5th, though, 2023 is the date for today. I had an experience yesterday.
Yeah.
So a long-time person who's worked in athletics. That's kind of been my shtick over the times. And I decided to use my powers for good to volunteer for my daughter who's playing volleyball for the first time. So keeping the game book and updating the scoreboard there. And Sean was going to help me when Sean walked in to watch the match as well. And then somebody else stepped in before I had a chance to message Sean, which was kind of a bummer because that would have been fun to have you running the scoreboard next to me. But I've worked in that field for a long time doing stats work at top levels. And I had someone on the other team's fans group accuse me of not having the right score. And I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I get it because there's a lot of people who do that kind of thing and help out with the sporting events who, are just volunteering because they're just good people, right? And they want to help their kids. But, I'm a trained professional, Sean.
Yeah. When they accused you, did you give them do you know who I am?
Should I bring my former awards, my plaques, and put them behind me while I'm doing that work?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll just hold up a sign and be like, yeah, check my credentials. I'll have a URL. Yeah. But now when that happens though, you do legitimately look back at the book and you take a peek and you're like, okay, did I screw up? And I couldn't even fathom where along the lines. It was a lot easier than I expected it to be because we're talking, middle school volleyball. Right? So, because the game book in volleyball can be very complicated, but it's not so much when you're not playing at the highest of levels. So
Right.
yeah. But I was taken
It's a little
aback.
easier when it was serve, miss. Serve, hit, out of bounds.
There's a few of those, isn't there?
Yep.
They're getting better.
Yeah, for sure. Even throughout the game, both teams had flashes of that they used all 3 hits. It looked like they did it on purpose.
They can do it.
They can do it.
I will admit the first game I went to, I was like, okay, I got to lower my expectations, right? When I got there, I was like, oh, it's way worse than I thought it was gonna be. So I reset my expectations.
There's times watching them, it's like, this is about how I would play volleyball if we went out and tried to play volleyball.
I'm a hell of a setter, though, so we would be crushing people.
I can jump real high.
Yeah, anyone want to go play some volleyball with Sean and me? We're cracked.
We'll cracked.
All right.
We'll cracked.
We're doing good. All right, let's play another game of Rocket League. We got a list of the day coming up momentarily, so we'll give you that. Also, sports. And Sean's working diligently on trying to get all the audio things working in the studio. So it is kind of fun to watch you work in somewhat real time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been good. Good morning, a nice chat to. I don't know if we're gonna be able to throw this to Siz's way. Do you want to be the official historian of GMS because you're kind of on your way there, and we alluded to it yesterday in the Discord. We're being told that Sis would like to be referred to as the official fan arter, which is dicey territory when you combine those words together. Not the official farter, but official fan arter. Just to make sure that we're clear on that. I think Sis should be the official historian, but, you know, this is a democracy-ish. So. We haven't actually seen Sis for a bit because Sis has been going through all of the past GMS VODs. So thank you for working on that. Bob hasn't even bugged us about that for quite some time, so I think you're in good shape. All right, topic of the day has to do with funkiest characters. So we're wondering who your favorite funky video game character is. So if you want to answer that, you can. I've literally come up with nothing more than what I've told you already. Funky Kong obviously kind of seemed like the leader in the clubhouse, given that that was in their name to begin with. And then I gave you... you know, trying to find like a Ninja Turtle or something. The only other one that I feel reasonably okay tossing out there with like genuine enthusiasm, even though I don't think it's as good as Funky Kong, is anyone from like the Battletoads.
Yeah.
Especially because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Battletoads actually originated as video game characters, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a comic or anything first?
Not to my knowledge. I think that's original content for video games.
I know Abacus is usually good at kind of backing us up in that area of knowledge, too. But yeah, I always thought Battletoads was original video game IP. Internet Protocol. That's not a clearable thing?
Apparently not.
Come on, Cobb Woody. Cobb Woody seems to kind of really like to throw it toward our net.
Yeah, I'm not loving the
vibes.
I can hit the ball, just hit the ball. I don't care which direction it goes. Vibe I'm getting.
And I give Cobb Woody some credit, exploring the space for sure.
And there are times for drop passes. And there's times for we're in their zone. Let's not hit it all the way back to ours.
I could get up there. Okay, then I think that, well, unless someone comes up with a better one between now and then, let's go with Funky Kong. I think that's got to be the the answer. I like the artificial crowd noise pumped in.
They're hyped up today.
You know, I will admit, the one thing I do like about Rocket League is they do give each different arena like a personality.
Yeah.
And that does make, especially when you do play the game 4 times a day, you know, it does make the game a little bit more varied. It's not as monotonous.
For sure. Nor
monotonous. Word that I myself have said on the radio before. So, yes, Battletoads were a video game character first. Okay. And yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I do think I recall the intro screen for Battletoads having kind of like a character introduction type sequence. Almost kind of like the way that they introduce, you know, boy band characters, where it's like, so-and-so, the pretty one, you know, so-and-so, the bad boy. I thought it had some sequence like that, if I remember.
That could be. Should we play Battletoads?
No. Unless I can have a Game Genie.
if we play on the emulator we have save states.
I just need the air bike stage to go away, and if that's not in the game, then I'm on board. All right, we are close to having a second overtime game.
I thought I might have a chance there at the end, but they got in the way. Ooh, some help.
We won our first one, and then get in there, Woody. Attaboy.
Nice.
Cobb stands for corn. It's corn. All right, look at that. 2 for 3. Not bad today. It hasn't felt as bad as it's felt in the past. We have had some struggles recently.
You are one of life's winners.
Shout out to the monster celebrations as well. All right, Sports.Gaming was your MVP, and Cobb Woody ends up finishing in second place. Yeah, it did it with a little intro sequence. Wow, look at my memory being cracked this morning. Thank you, Abacus, for being such a reliable video game fact tour. I don't know what you divide the factor by, but something along those lines.
Let's ask Eagle the Mathematigal.
Powers. Today, it's 7:25 West Coast time, 10:25 out east. It's 3:26 now for those watching GMS in the UK. All right, we got a list of the day and sports coming up here in just a moment. Yeah, let us know your favorite funky video game character. And then something I saw yesterday, cruising around Austin Attack 12's Discord. It's a 3-year anniversary, 12-hour Halloween party coming up on Saturday, October 22nd. It's going to start at 8 a.m. Pacific time and go for 12 hours with candy, snacks, and weird drinks? Question mark. There's going to be some Goose Goose Duck, 7 Days to Die Extreme, Sims 4 monster builds, and Austie trivia giveaways and surprises. So if you want to learn more about that, we'll share it later on after the show in our Discord. But it's going to start at 8 a.m. Pacific time on October 22nd. And shout out to Austin Attack 12. Bam. Perfect. All right. List of the day. Since we've kind of decided that the funkiest funkiest character in video game, that was almost my time right there. Did you feel it?
It was close. You saved it, though.
I did.
You saved it.
Funk. I heard funk. Definitely funk. F-U-N-K.
Thank you, Bob. Top 10 Kongs in the Donkey Kong series. And this is from wizarddojo.com. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He reviews stuff precisely when he means to. That's the tagline for this website.
It's pretty good. It's a Lord of the Rings homage.
I knew that. Yeah. Good morning and nice chat to those who are rating over with Hyper. Thank you so much for being here for this morning radio show that plays games.
Nice chat.
Nice chat to you all. Today we're asking you, what is your favorite, or who do you think is the funkiest video game character? We're getting into our list of the day, which has to do with top 10 Kongs in the Donkey Kong series, because Funky Kong is the one that we've come up with. There are a total of 13 Kong characters who have appeared throughout the series, so the author says, I may as well say the 3 who won't be appearing in this list. Tiny Kong, because I'm not going to read that. That's mean. Chunky, and Candy. So that's the person who's decided that they will not be in here. So here we go. List of top 10 Kongs.
1, 0.
In reverse chronological order. We start with Kiddy Kong. Kiddy Kong.
Oh, meow, Kitty Kong.
Meow. Not Kitty Kong. Although a Cat Kong would be kind of cool. I think it'd have to be a Kitty Kong though. Cat Kong would be kind of weird.
Cat Kong. Sounds like Capcom.
Resident Evil? Question mark. As a character, Kiddy Kong is kind of lame. Only defining traits, big and a baby. Okay. As a playable character, though, however, Kiddy Kong is pretty useful. Strength complements Dixie's agility, and the brute strength also means that they can take out bigger enemies. A lame DK clone, but a useful one, succinctly, writes the author of WizardDojo.com.
Nice.
9.
Number 9 is Wrinkly Kong. This character was introduced in Donkey Kong Country 2 as a replacement to Candy Kong. It's Cranky's wife and is a polar opposite to Cranky. While Cranky is cranky, Wrinkly is a kindly elder who is always willing to give the Kongs helpful advice. Donkey Kong 64 tragically revealed that Wrinkly passed away sometime after Donkey Kong Country 3, but that doesn't change that she is one of the best Kongs in the series.
Rest in peace, Wrinkly. Rest in peace.
8.
She does come back as a ghost, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Jr. is on this list. Of course, this was a little bit weird according to the author because the first Kong to become a playable character in a game that bore his own name, no less, was Donkey Kong Jr. Because remember, in the Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong is up at the top, with Pauline and
Throwing barrels.
yeah, but you couldn't play with Donkey Kong. So in Donkey Kong Jr., you could play, and this was actually a really fun arcade game, by the way. You kind of went up the vines.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Jr.
But then Donkey Kong Jr. kind of got tossed to the wayside. The weirdest thing was Donkey Kong Jr. was actually one of the original characters in Mario Kart, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
So random.
And then they basically found Diddy Kong, and Donkey Kong apparently likes his nephew more than allegedly his own son?
Well, now we're getting into Donkey Kong lore. And the original Donkey Kong is actually Cranky Kong.
Oh, yeah.
And Donkey Kong Jr. is the current Donkey Kong's dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we never heard from... Did Donkey Kong Jr. go and get some milk one day and not come back?
It's I think he drove that Mario Kart and just kept going.
It's like a Bruce Springsteen song.
7.
And number 7 is Lanky Kong. A lot of people don't really like Lanky Kong, and the author says, I suppose that's fair. He does look kind of goofy, but at least he's not just a poor man's version of an established character, like Tiny and Chunky. What puts Lanky on this list is that he's one of the more original Kongs. He's an orangutan, so he instantly stands out. But he also has some fun, useful abilities, like being able to take out enemies from a distance with his long limbs, and his ability to walk up steep hills with a handstand. He can also inflate himself like a balloon. Because why not?
Lanky kind of became like the wild card Kong.
Yeah.
Whose ability should that be?
This doesn't make sense for any of the Kongs. I'll have Lanky do it.
6.
Short to the point with number 6, Swanky Kong. Swanky is the gorilla who hosts game shows. Do I need to say more? Yeah, you could probably elaborate just a touch why.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah, we're at number 6. I mean, more rings on the hand than Tom Brady, which is pretty cool, but yeah, I do remember video game points, so yeah.
5.
Number 5 is the reason we ended up on this list in the first place, and that is Funky Kong. He's one cool dude, says the author. He's got style to live up to his name, and he's a wicked mechanic to boot. In the first 2 Donkey Kong Country games, he provides the Kongs with a means to revisit past levels with his flying barreled planes. In the third one, he'd craft all kinds of vehicles for the Kongs to pilot in order to traverse the world. And then in Donkey Kong 64, he became the ammunitions expert and gave all the Kongs their weaponry. He's one of the few Kongs to cross over into the Mario series as well. He became a playable character in Mario Kart Wii. He's definitely one of the coolest and funkiest Kongs.
Funk. 4.
Number 4 on this list is Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong is originally the original Donkey Kong who fought against Mario. I do like that they did a little bit of character development with the Donkey Kong characters, because it does make a point that Mario has defied aging while DK has grown older, right? So there's no like aging in the Mario universe, to my knowledge, right? They've never had like Mario's family until the movie, I guess.
Yeah, they had like baby Mario and Luigi in in Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Okay. But yeah, they've
So
never
a
really
little
had
bit.
like older Mario.
Yeah. Definitely more fleshed out in the Donkey Kong universe.
Age hasn't slowed Cranky one bit, though, ever. Remains very much active in the games, uses sagely advice, aka verbal abuse, that comes in handy with the Kongs in various adventures. One of the biggest breaks, though, in recent years was becoming one of the playable characters in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, where he can bounce on his cane a la Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah,
That's a good callback right there.
that's a really good callback.
Respect your elders, damn it.
3.
Number 3 is Donkey Kong, the leader of the bunch. The original Donkey Kong was an antagonistic character. The current Donkey Kong is one of Nintendo's flagship heroes. He first appeared in Donkey Kong Country when it was released in 1994. It served as a reinvention of the series. After Mario spun off from the series, DK floundered in irrelevancy for years. Then Donkey Kong Country showed up to make Donkey Kong star again. He's technically a different character from the original DK, as we've discussed already, but he's the star of the new series, one of the strongest Kongs, and one of Nintendo's most beloved characters. Plus, he wears a necktie. That's class.
Mm-hmm. And
I mean, a bow tie would be better. Just ask Arturo. But
and also apparently laughs a lot like Seth Rogen, weirdly.
2.
Number 2, Diddy Kong, who I think actually is probably my favorite Donkey Kong character, which, again, sorry, Bowser Jr., sorry, Donkey Kong Jr., you were replaced. I mean, this is a little itty-bitty monkey who wears a hat. I mean, come on, let's go.
Yep.
Got a backpack.
Diddy would be my number 1.
Has been a backpack, all sorts of good things. Diddy almost represents the DK series better than DK himself, in a strange way, writes the author of this piece. Introducing Donkey Kong Jr. established the newest face associated with the series. Simply put, when DKC, Donkey Kong Country, arrived, it brought back an old Nintendo favorite, but it was the new face in the game that went on to become a fan favorite.
1.
And number 1 is Dixie Kong. Yeah, I would flip number 2 and number 1 because Dixie's my clear number 2 behind Diddy. Dixie Kong was introduced in Donkey Kong Country 2, where she played second fiddle to Diddy Kong, and then she starred in Donkey Kong Country 3 as the main character. In later entries, she even gained the ability to use her hair like a whip. She also appeared in the Mario baseball games and will hopefully cross over into other Mario games one day. Dixie's usefulness has never been more present than it is in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. When you have Dixie as an option, she can glide, she can use her ponytail as a second jump, and they can be quite the lifesaver. So yeah, Dixie Kong, pretty top notch.
All right, there you go. Those are your top Donkey Kong characters according to wizarddojo.com. Everyone, Sean's going to take off, which means it's time to find out which animal will fill the room. Is it going to be Eagle the Mathemateagle? Maybe Walrus the Handy Thesaurus? Bird the Runaway Emu? Or maybe Bear, we'll find out. Here we go. The answer is... It's Eagle the Mathemateagle! Oh, poof. Swooping in. All right. Welcome, Eagle the Mathemateagle. It's great to see you.
That's what I'm talking about. Absolute yes! Yes!
Awesome to see you, Eagle Mathemateagle. Sean will be back for the final hour crew. We're going to be playing our name of the month for the month of September, Pizza Possum, coming up in the final hour crew. We'll also have Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Good morning, a nice chat to Hey, it's Brendan who's here. It's great to see you. Thank you for stopping by this morning radio show that plays games.
Nice chat!
We're asking you today, who do you consider the funkiest video game character? Because today is National Funky Day, Get Funky Day specifically. Here's a definition for funk or funky: of music having or using a strong dance rhythm, in particular that of funk, We've had that as an answer today from Abacus, who brought up a character from Space Channel 8, or a modern and stylish in an unconventional or striking way. So if you have an answer to that, please let us know. We, of course, got sidetracked or locked on to Funky Kong, which how we got to the list of the day, which had to do with top Donkey Kong characters. We have Hyper, who said Donkey Kong Jr. didn't leave. He just went to the store, and when he comes back with the bananas, I'm going to laugh in your face. Thank you for the raid, Hyper. Also said, I love Funky Kong as an NPC, but I don't know how I feel about him being playable.
Funk!
Also said, bow ties are cool, and Diddy Kong is the GOAT. Yeah, I really did like Diddy Kong. Hyper adds, I'm still annoyed that Diddy Kong Racing isn't on the NS, so I'm guessing that's Nintendo Switch Online.
Funk!
I can't believe, I didn't even know there was a Diddy Kong Racing. I'm surprised that they had a racing game that was outside the Mario Kart brand. That's a little surprising to me. Here's some Get Funky Day facts from nationaltoday.com. October 5th is always National Get Funky Day. Follow orders. As one nation under groove, we have a collective opportunity to pay homage to the power and majesty of the funk. We're not talking funk as in depressing, but funk in the get happy and celebrate life kind of way. National Get Funky Day is the brainchild of Funky Town Fitness, a fitness center in Florida. After Hurricane Matthew slammed into Florida, a group of Funky Town Fitness folks assembled to create National Get Funky Day every year on October 5th as a way to help people break free of their comfort zones. To be truly funky, you have to go dancing, according to nationaltoday.com. Deep funk means you grab some 70s era platforms, throw on a glittery outfit, and hit the dance floor to some Parliament, Bootsy Collins, or even Con Funk Shun. Most importantly, you can't have funk without lots of bass beats. To capture the true spirit of funk, you have to do something crazy with your hair. It's mandatory. Purple glitter afro? Yes, please. If you're a natural blonde, go for turquoise hair and wear it proudly. National Get Funky Day dares us to do something really different with people who may or may not be in our regular groups. The funkiest thing you can do is reach out to people completely unlike yourself and learn a new story, share a meal, or just a cup of tea. Most of those were pretty good.
Trademark 2023 by the GMS official Terrible Sound Effects Department.
It is because it was made by Rare, says Abacus, so was Banjo-Kazooie, and that's on NSO. I suspect it's because of Conquer. And Banjo has just gotten to be in Smash. Yeah, Rare, I understand it was purchased by Microsoft, which is why we don't see all of the Rare library on Nintendo Switch Online. Again, without your expertise and without Sean's, I would be sitting here talking about Tecmo Super Bowl, Apex Legends, and Mortal Kombat 3 over and over and over again. All right, it is 7:41 on this morning radio show that plays games.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's the story that we're tracking. This story comes to us courtesy of Ben Hooper of UPI. Earlier, we told you of the Connecticut chalk painting that is set to become the world's largest made by a single person, 2,389.59 square feet. Now what about a jellyfish that is from China that's been found in a California reservoir? Ben Hooper of UPI tells us the story. It turns out that a visitor to a California reservoir took a closer look at what he thought was pollen floating in the water and discovered it was actually a school of jellyfish native to China. Person captured video when they spotted the jellyfish in waters near the Stumpy Meadows Reservoir in Northern California's El Dorado National Forest. Experts identified the tiny creatures as peach blossom jellyfish, a species native to China's Yangtze River Valley. The jellyfish, which have the ability to reproduce asexually, have been spotted in other bodies of water around the world, but their impact on local ecosystems has not yet been determined. The penny-sized jellyfish do not pose a danger to humans, as they are too small to sting larger animals, but according to UPI, it is not yet known how the jellyfish ended up in California. Jellyfish definitely give me. I have a struggle with jellyfish because you're in the ocean, you can't really tell that they're there, and they can sting you. they're kind of like the bees of the ocean. Think about it. Other than maybe doing anything useful like pollinating the earth and supplying much of the world with their food, but there's an analogy there. The bees of the ocean, jellyfish.
Time for room temperature takes.
I'll put that one up there with sauces are gross. So, no, sorry, sauces are not gross. Bob, what do I say about ranch?
Ranch is unnecessary.
They're unnecessary. I mean, they're not gross. They're just unnecessary. So,
Hefty is so wrong.
fine, whatever. I mean, I have had a manta ray. Well, it wasn't a manta ray. It was a ray. I don't know which kind. Swim by me in the ocean, and that actually scared me less than the jellyfish, which is probably not clear thinking on my part.
Correct.
Have you been in the ocean with jellyfish?
Yes.
Good morning, nice chat to Dungeon Meowster KJ.
Nice chat.
Thank you for being with us. What are your weekend plans, chat? Let us know something you're up to, because, of course, this is our last show for the week, as we are Monday through Thursday. Also, our question of the day, it's National Get Funky Day. So we're asking you, what is the funkiest video game character? You can let us know your answer in chat. All right, we got one more game of Rocket League Pizza Possum coming up in our final hour crew as we play our name of the month for the month of September. A really good name of the month, name of the morning, rather, this morning during the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. And Sean will share you the re-news coming up in the final hour crew. We'll also have clip of the day and takeaways that were pretty okay as well. Let's see, good morning and nice chat to Keith Anthony, 89, who's here as well.
Nice chat.
Of course, you're invited to share the show with your friends and invite them to join us live. You can also answer our question, a kind of a quiz question that came up during this morning's Birthdays This Day in Gaming History. We'll link to the Twitter link on the top of the Twitch chat here in a moment. You can probably do that really quick by going here and pinning that atop. So if you want to click that and answer our, again, quasi trivia question, we're playing a bunch of side quests now with some of our segments. Sean, for a long time, has quizzed me how many wins and or nominations, depending on the fun fact about a Grammy, Tony, Emmy, or Oscar winner during birthdays. And now Sean, for some reason, has had numerous side quests with who is the musical guest on a Saturday Night Live appearance, and what is the college mascot. Sean also is the host of Enough to Make Me Sad, which I can't remember the premise behind that mini game or side quiz. So, weekend plans, possibly the pumpkin patch. Interesting. I am also going to the pumpkin patch against my will on Saturday morning. We have to arrive at 9 a.m. because I also have to broadcast football that day, but this was the only day that we could find to get it done. So reach out to the powers that be, KJ, if you would like to try to coordinate pumpkin patchiness. Pumpkin patchiness.
Pumpkin spice latte time.
Nothing worth buying at the bourbon store. Sad, said Groggy or Die. Yeah, Groggy was on a bourbon hunt. There is a song that I remember from childhood. Going on a something something. Gonna find a big one. And I can't remember what that was. I'll have to try to figure that out. Yeah, I may or may not have already been invited myself over to that. Well, yeah, if you want to, they will definitely take anyone whose enthusiasm for the pumpkin patch is high, because when it comes to the pumpkin patch, I'm often a Debbie Downer. Abacus says, working and my weekly Pathfinder session. Good luck with that, Abacus. I hope your weekend goes well. It's going on a bear hunt. Going on a bear hunt. Gonna find a big one. We're not scared. Yes, you are all correct. I do remember that. Going on a monster hunt. Gonna try to not fall in its mouth. We have Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth coming up in the final hour crew. Thank you so much for being here. Weekend plans, football. That's pretty much my weekend plans, especially because this weekend's a home game for the team that I broadcast for. So whenever there's a home game, it's a little bit more in depth. But I don't think I have any plans necessarily for Saturday night unless I go watch the volleyball team play, because sometimes they play after. Keith Anthony says, I'm spending my weekend doing last-minute garment shopping for the holiday. And Keith says, so who made the executive decision to only be on the air Monday through Thursday? It was a collective decision. But that means you can still find our best of. We'll put a best of compilation maybe on YouTube or something like that. So it'll be like we have a show. We also are thinking about maybe doing a rerun best of show on Fridays too. It's just a matter of basically editing. We don't have to edit the segments, just compiling the segments. So it'd be, we just take one first hour, 1 second hour, and 1 third hour and compile it together. I'm not entirely sure too, like what we could do if you think this would be fun, chat, is we could take and have a poll of your favorite first hour, second hour, third hour, and fourth hour. Sorry, we don't have a fourth hour. Of the 4 first hours, the 4 second hours, and the 4 third hours, we could just have a weekly vote, and then we could put those together. We just would have to have it done pretty quickly on Thursday. So that might be a thing we could do. Can you do polls in Discord? Keith Anthony says, how do I submit a complaint to HR? That is actually a very good question. The best thing you can possibly do is reach out to Fulfillment, let them know, and they will take care of your complaint immediately, probably. Abacus says, Discord polls are easy. Perfect. If you want to post in our Discord, Abacus, exactly what that looks like, and either Sean or myself or someone else can make that happen. Because, yeah, if you have a favorite hour from the week, we could assemble it and then do a rerun on Friday. That wouldn't be hard for us to do. The only thing that I learned, I thought, so prior, when I tried reruns on Twitch exclusively, because, you know, before we were on all 3 platforms at once, we had software that could do it, and we might be able to still use that same software. It's just that I have to upload it, the compilation on Thursday, to make sure that it's ready to go for Friday, and that's why we need to have that poll fairly quick. So there you go. We lost, but that's to be expected because, you know, I'm playing by myself. So hey, it's Brendan says, that sounds like a lot of work to compile. It does not defeat the purpose of taking Fridays off. No, the main reason that we're taking Fridays off is because I just have a lot of good things happening elsewhere that I need to attend to, and it helps me work on having extra time to reach out to partners for the show. So I'm still working on the show on Friday mornings regardless, and I mean, I can drag and drop segments pretty easily. So no, I don't think that, for me, that's not going to be an issue, but thank you for thinking about that. Philadelphia at Atlanta. I guess that's a rematch. Minnesota at Houston. And then you have Arizona at Chris M.E.'s Los Angeles Dodgers. Big shout out, by the way, to Chris M.E. and Everyday Magic DL. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to Chris M.E.'s Disneyland Focus channel, we invite you to do that because it is really, really good. So check that out. There was a recent Halloween-inspired one, so you can find that at Everyday Magic DL on YouTube. Hockey season's on the way. We had some MLS games yesterday. No top 25 NCAA football. Champions League, a couple of scores to highlight. New beat Par 4-1. MCI dialed up a 3-1 win over Rebel. And we had a 0-0 draw between Door and Mill. So those are some of your Champions League scores tonight. Bears and Commanders starting at 5:15 p.m. on Thursday Night Football. And that is your sports. Sports brought to you as always by King Gray and TravelForGames.com. All right, we'll come back with our final hour crew. Sean will return as well. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. We truly, truly appreciate it. And be sure on the lookout later on either today or this weekend for Hey, It's Brendan streaming on Twitch as well. We'll give you a shout out in just a moment. Thank you, Hyper, this hour for the raid. We appreciate that as well. It's all coming up next. Gaming Morning Show's final hour crew and the hour to close out the show on Twitch and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
You make me feel like I've got dynamite inside. You make me feel so free.
85 Ford Escort, unlike any Escort you've ever driven.
That's great.
National Report Long-Term Acute Care Hospital Fraud Day. National Produce... No, I mean, that's what it says, but it's actually National Produce Misting Day. So it's not produce misting. I guess you could.
Anyone need a good spritzing?
Maybe that's what Bob's Day's been waiting for.
Is this just to celebrate when you're in the grocery store and then out of nowhere, all of the produce goes psst, and you're like, oh, great.
It's gotta be. But my favorite one, I think it's Safeway. They have like a little thunderstorm sound effect that plays.
Yeah. It's like what's that restaurant?
Oh, Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, it's like Rainforest Cafe at a grocery store.
At a grocery store.
The gorilla pops out.
There's actually not that many Rainforest Cafes anymore, so maybe that's where they all went.
They're all at Safeways. Number 2 are ducks. Another nice option. These are pretty low maintenance farm animals to raise. They can be raised for meat if you enjoy duck, but more often their hens are raised to lay eggs. They lay an average of 200 to 300 extra large eggs a year starting at 5 to 6 months of age. Many people prefer duck eggs over chicken eggs for baking. And they are pretty easy. They just need a house, a little pool, and some proper fencing. They also help around the garden. They eat pests and weak-rooted plants. They also eat snails, worms, aquatic plants, bugs, fish, and fish eggs, grains, and seeds. Sounds like they'll eat just about anything.
I learned reliably from a fantastic source, Friends, the sitcom from the 90s, that you can actually even raise a duck in an apartment in New York City. So
It's pretty fascinating.
So if you can do it there, you can make it anywhere. Isn't that what they say about New York anyway?
I think so.
For 3 years.
Not to mention the GMS Bagel Fund.
Coming soon from GMS. The GMS Bagel Fund. A non-profit to send people bagels because a surprising number of people haven't had bagels.
Actually, the reality of GMS Bagel Fund is a pretty succinct name.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
You can keep that one. So, I'm sure we don't have any others though, right?
Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News.
That's true. We also play a little game in the final hour.
We are the undisputed, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth, champions of the world.
That's why we have an easy to remember acronym. Yeah, okay. We name things like 8-year-olds. What a realization. No. You were supposed to at least like feign heartbroken.
Oh no. Okay, see.
It's a good run. It's a good run.
Tried to close the window.
Dropping stuff. After extra decision. What?
Bonus decision.
Hefty has decided to stay.
Oh, good.
He's chosen family. I'm the Vin Diesel of morning radio shows. I've chosen family over Rocket League. Fame.
Family over Rocket League, just like Fast and the Furious.
Right. Yeah.
That's officially a new all-time high score
No,
for Hefty.
It's not. I would have. Yeah. They spell Flavhours correctly. Trustworthy site. It was from Copia. And did somebody say peanut butter and cheese sandwiches? No. Nobody said that whatsoever.
Who's up for some peanut butter and cheese sandwiches?
The Wildberry Cinnamon Roll says, Groggy, I have a Wildberry filling jelly drizzle inside, soaking on the bottom. Groggy invited us to fly to Louisville this weekend for the North Dakota Louisville game. It's Notre Dame. Yeah. A little bottle of water, says Copia. Sorry, a little bottle of water. I don't know if I did that well. You add all the U's and take away enough T's that the state of Utah can barely exist, said Groggy or Die. Copia says, I think you mean ooh-ah. You gonna go watch the game later in Salt Lake City, ooh-ah?
Ooh-ah.
Ooh-ah. This is the fireworks state. Gifted subs campaign, I suppose you could call it. Every gifted sub we get up to 200 is going to go to the Oregon-based Urban Gleaners. You can see in your chat, a nonprofit that collects delicious fresh food before it can go to waste, and we get it to the people who need it. Yesterday, Aura gifted, I think, 10 subs, and then we also had Miss Nuna subscribe as well. And because of that, we are closer to 80 than we are 70 gifted subs. So we're about 2/3 of a halfway there.
Nice.
Right. I think that makes sense.
Two-thirds of half.
2/3 halfway there.
How many is that, Eagle, the mathematical?
Spark. It's a third.
That's really close, or as Walrus, the handy thesaurus would say. Near.
Marilia.
Yeah, Marilia Sansa.
Her middle name is Spacebar.
It's like an underscore. So. Thank you, President North American India. Sijo Jose, potentially. All right. Well, these are a lot of credits.
Virendra Naik.
Oh, you're wrong. Groggy has a good point. This was the middle name was a Tab.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Oh, I can make him go faster.
Oh, jeez. Thought it just did on us. Supernaut Studios, Corfix, Wannacott PR, Mara, something like Game Source Entertainment, Goat. Critters.
Cats, Bonnie, Boo, Helen, and Penny.
Yes, let's go. Only one dog, though.
Yeah, look at all the vermin, though.
877 Cash Meow.
Squelch!
Scug. And Peter.
Dynamite inside. You make me feel so free. I can't wait till you're here by my side. Light that fire in me. Give it all to me.
Fan art by Business Sis. Get to the chopper! Hello, chat. This is Bob. I can assure you that I'm completely fine, and you do not need to keep asking how I am doing. I promise. I'm definitely not blinking twice right now. To prove it, Please note for the record that Hefty Goof is tremendously talented at rolling his R's. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. Please help me.
We are evolutionary. Yeah.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award. And the clip of the day. Gaming Morning Show is live exclusively on Twitch. Please follow us on Facebook Gaming, Instagram, and TikTok. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. All links are on our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show's final hour for the week. Thank you so much for being part of it. Of course, we'll see if Keith Anthony's request of HR, which goes through fulfillment, will bring back a Friday show. But for now, this is the final show that we are providing to you for the week. That is Sports.Gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. Absolute pleasure to have you, as it is, in fact, this day, Friday, is tomorrow. It's Thursday, October 5th, 2023. The coffee is brewing and the pizza possum is stirring. That's our final hour crew game coming up momentarily. How's everything looking for pizza possum?
We'll see. I continue to have weird stuff going on, but I think I came up with a duct tape-esque solution for the day.
Let's go. Love some duct tape. It's not radio if there's no duct tape. Am I right?
Duct tape.
I don't think Sean agrees.
Fixes everything.
I mentioned look out for Hey, It's Brendan streaming either later today or sometime this weekend, and of course many different shows. You can always give your favorite streamers and people doing shows in our shoutouts promotion channel in Discord, so be sure to check that out as well. Again, coming up, we're going to play some Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth and some Pizza Possum? Pizza Possum.
Pizza possum.
Would you like some pizza possum, please?
Do you want a piece of possum?
Ooh, oh, gross. I'd rather have a piece of pizza, please.
Pizza.
Delicious. All right, we have that coming up in just a moment, so stick around. We are on the way. Today's question of the day has to do with what you believe to be the funkiest character in all of video games. I think our conclusion has been drawn. I think we're going to give that to the likes of Funky Kong, basically. So
I think so. I mean, it's in his name.
I mean, I think we did agree that we had a pretty happy time going with Diddy Kong as probably the best DK character of all time, though.
It's true. It's true.
All right,
They had Dixie number 1. But...
yeah, but I think you and I don't agree.
yeah.
Let's welcome in, everyone.
Hello to the final hour crew.
Gosh, Bob's in good voice today. Good job today.
You're welcome.
You're honoring us with your voice. Groggy or Die is here. Good morning. A nice chat to King Gray.
Ooh, breakfast tacos.
It's great to see you. Brendan is here as well, ambassador of the Final Hour crew.
Nice chat.
To Chat FM, we appreciate you being along with us on this ride that is Gaming Morning Show as well.
Coat question mark?
Dungeon Master KJ, Earthling Era, it's an absolute pleasure to see you for the FHC. We've also seen the likes of Keith Anthony 89, Abacus Apothecary as well. Businesses has stopped by in addition to many of the names that I have mentioned. Hyper, thank you again earlier for the raid. We appreciate that very, very much on Twitch. And for anyone who I missed or is listening or lurking, we've had LNE in the chat as well. We appreciate it very, very much. We are going to have Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Thank you for using the emote. Where are we at with some of the things? Breakfast tacos are here from King Gray. Chat FM says, I would offer Abe from Oddworld as a funky character.
I could see that. I haven't played a lot of Oddworld, but I could see it.
What about King Gray's Toe Jam and Earl were the funkiest?
Ooh, yeah, they were funky for sure.
Now, funky as in the smell, because I hear Toe Jam and I think of smelly toes. Am I making that up?
No, I think that works.
Okay. Abacus said, King Gray, I didn't even think of Toe Jam and Earl. They're from the planet Funkotron? What?
Oh, yeah. That
Huzzah!
does sound right.
Okay. We may have a new leader in the clubhouse. Look at that.
Funk!
The good news is we are now just over 2 hours into the show, and Funk has not come back to bite me in the butt yet.
Almost, but not quite.
Funk. I heard funk. Definitely funk. F-U-N-K.
Can't get any funkier than Funkotron, am I right?
Yeah, and the game references and parodies 1980s and early 90s urban culture and is set to a funk soundtrack.
So that's a crossover between the two definitions of funky that we've given you today. Funky of music, having or using a strong dance rhythm, in particular that of funk, and modern and stylish in an unconventional or striking way. So we might have our undisputed winner today.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
And to be honest, I didn't think that was going to be the case. I really thought we were going to have Funky Con run away with it. So, all right. Let's get into our audience game. It's time, and then we're going to play some Pizza Possum in about 10 minutes from now.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
2,550 banked balloons. Big shout out to everyone who's also subscribed to our channel or has received a gifted sub and are using the GMS emotes. We appreciate that very much. Of course, all of the first 200 subs to the channel do go to Urban Gleaners, beg your pardon, from Oregon. They help get delicious, fresh food before it can go to waste to those who need it. It's that simple. And thank you. Yesterday or the day before, Aura gave 10 gifted subs. We had some bits from KJ and Groggy yesterday. Really appreciate that very much. Follow up on Brendan, by the way. Thanks, Ryan. Yep, God of War today at 9, Silent Hill, 3 o'clock Pacific time on Saturday.
Nice. I'll probably lurk and watch some God of War today.
There you go. There you go. You do like that game a lot.
That's so good.
All right. Let's see what we got with this category. It's anatomy.
No.
We haven't had anatomy in forever.
Yeah, no, I forgot this one existed.
This week has been pretty simple. We did have a little bit of a tougher time yesterday, but we got through it.
E. Yes. No.
Which one is it, Bob?
No.
Okay. Why'd you say yes then?
Incorrect. But don't tell Austin.
I think you're just saying things now. We have
Now that's a big swing.
pituitary.
Yeah.
Look at me. Me and my big words. All right, we'll use the A from that, I suppose.
A. Correct.
Help that Earthling also guessed A. So
Here's your test, though. Point to the general part of your body where your pituitary is. Not bad. It's like more in the brain, but it is part of the head, so.
well,
At least you didn't point to like your stomach or something.
I mean, how much of my body can you see? I mean, I was only going to really be able to give you choices from the head. I felt like you were setting me up for success.
Yeah. I like it when you feel good.
I thought there were glands like right here.
No, those are different. Sublingual glands and other glands are here.
But they are
Pituitary.
glands.
Yeah. And the pituitary is a gland, so.
And cha-ching.
Groggy or Die might be coming through with hamstring.
Now that's
Nice.
a big swing.
Dare I say, got a good hamstring pull. Pulled a good hamstring.
Nice. Now point to your hamstrings.
T. Yes.
Aw, T is in there, but it's not the right place for hamstring. That was a great. Wait.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. I've spelled before. Grog is correct.
Cracked.
Oh, sucks to be you, Groggy. You were oh, wait, never mind. You were absolutely correct. Nice work. Good job.
You are a genius.
Alrighty. 2556. Hey, Sean, have you ever stared into... No, we actually got the guy with the GMS shirt on. Must be a subscriber to GMS Plus and likes to talk about energy.
PGE is on your side.
All right, we shift from anatomy to transportation. This will be our last one for the week. Last one for the week.
That's a big swing.
Sean goes with one of my favorite transportation, eyelashes. You know why I say that?
Why is that?
Because sometimes I get lost in your eyes. It's like a trip. Transportation. In your eyes. Get back here.
Staring into the void.
I spilled some green paint behind me.
It's all over me. I don't like it at all. Good morning to Businesses, who's here. Thank you for being here as our official GMS historian, probably, and our fan arter. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. I was walking two dogs when I said this morning. Not one, but two. Meow. Sure, Bob. Let's go Hovercraft from Chat FM. Let's go O from Hovercraft.
Oh, that was no, incorrect still.
No, not at all. Look at the board, Bob. Jeez Louise, man.
It's Hovercraft.
Oh,
It's okay, buddy. You got it.
correct.
Motorbike. M-O-T-O-R. Motorboke.
Now that's a big swing.
Oh, motorboat. I like motor.
Boke.
Can't even say it again the right way.
Correct.
Nice work. Who got that one? Chat FM.
Chat.
All right.
Shaq.
No, it was Chat. Different person.
Shack FM.
Let's go. Cracked. Nice work. Keith Anthony 89 says, "Oh no, Sean just ruined the magic. I was days years old when I realized that isn't actually Sean's bedroom. No, sometimes just green paint falls from the sky."
Yeah, this is the spare bedroom.
Right. That's why everything's in there.
GMS in the sky.
Abacus
from
got
there.
the. Sorry, what's that?
Get down from there.
Abacus did get motor, but yeah. So.
Motorboke.
Motorbook. Give us a bonus third. We solve in record time. No, it is time to play our name of the month, but take those 2,563 balloons into your weekend. You use them wherever you want to. In fact, ask your favorite retailer or favorite shop if they accept. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth balloons. So, because if they do, we would like to know, because we apparently are the club leader when it comes to that. So, all right. Let me change the stream title to Pizza Possum. Sorry, the category. And we'll get into this brand new game. This came out when? Came out earlier. It was, I think, maybe one of the names from last week. And Sean had a list of all of the names of the month, or names of the morning, beg your pardon. And so these were some of your finalists, and we chose Pizza Possum from a list of Rage of Fluffy Looters. I made this game in 3 days and frogging around. But yeah, on the last day of September that we had a show, this was the game that came out. And so we chose Pizza Possum as a result. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. BRB adding record number of banked balloons to my LinkedIn. Yes, absolutely. Put this in your accomplishments and on your resume, please. Oh, yes, Keith Anthony. That was actually the GMS green room. That was a good point. Yes. Yeah. In a room that is green. Businesses has 17 jobs, of which she gets paid for. That is true.
That would be great. Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Thanks. Businesses says, thank you for acknowledging Groggy. I think I might overextend myself sometimes. Well, speaking of overextending themselves, you can get the demo of Siz's game, which is Boomerang Jack. It's available on Steam. Thank you for the bits, Groggy or Die. Sean, are we ready for the game?
I think so.
All right, here we go. It's time for some Pizza Possum, our name of the month for the month of September.
Nice.
Audio check. Nothing there. And Nothing there.
All right. How's that?
Do you hear anything?
I do.
Uh-oh. I'm trying both. Oh, there you go. Don't touch anything. Yep. We hear the sound of water.
Can I touch anything?
Oh, sorry. You can touch to play the game. That's silly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Oof, man. I wasn't touching anything.
By the way, Businesses says, I did fart for that game too. I mean art. I art for that game too.
Beep boop, beep boop.
All right. Who wants to do the voice of Possum?
Oh, I got you. No. Oh, wait, actually, Bob's going to stand in for the sniffing part. Go ahead, Bob. You can take it away, buddy.
GMS
No.
ASMR. We're in your
We
ears.
need a sniff. Nope, a sniff. Fine. Do I smell a gigantic pizza? Oh, I'm going to bring this up here so I can actually see it work better. Please don't crash the stream. Please don't crash. Wait, why is it so far away? How's this possum got such great smelling?
That's a really good sense of smell.
Holy cow.
Wow. Also, look at that pizza.
We're going to need a warp whistle to get that thing.
I'll play Bella Chonky.
Okay.
Ah, what a day. Dog friends by my side, and this gigantic pizza that nobody could ever steal.
Stolen pizza is my favorite pizza.
All right. Oh, look at my
Whoa.
crazy floppy arms.
I mean, whoa!
All right, so we got to run. We got... All right, no jump button. Oh, but I eat all the things.
Sis says that's exactly how I imagine possums speaking. I have leftover pizza, by the way, says Groggy. Barbecue chicken and pepperoni, both excellent choices.
All right, that's the end of the game.
All right, you can go a little bit lower, just a touch lower on your volume. Did you win?
No, I got caught.
Oh. Oh, so you're supposed to evade them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to fight. Oh, I get enough points and I get the key. I got it.
And you can pop into bushes and hide.
So I got the key now.
I love the sound effects.
It's pretty good sound effects.
It's a stealth game, says Abacus. Dungeon Master KJ says, I had pizza last night. It was delicious. And Abacus adds, eat food and hide. So that's kind of your goal here. And scare the crap out of seagulls. You scare them so much they poop, apparently.
I can't go in the cave, though.
You can hide in the bush.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm getting real fat. Oh, how'd you know?
How'd you know, he says.
Oh, that's where I start. Okay.
So all of this quest, with all of access to all this food, you still want to go steal a pizza, huh?
Did you see how big it is?
Wait, did you just steal a pizza right there?
Yeah, but that was a small pizza.
Yeah, okay. Baby's first Metal Gear Solid!
Ah!
Is this a bridge to your next meal? Get it? Groggy. The bigger the pizza, the bigger the crime. I like, are you wearing a beret?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I think these animals are nice. Okay.
Or
they give me food.
yeah. What
It's
are they?
just the dogs.
Are they dropping pizza? Or sorry, cheese.
Yeah, they had, food in their pockets.
And the other one's playing the piano.
Analist Morissette.
Did you hear the pig guy go? Wee!
Groggy says baby's first felony.
Oh, I don't have enough.
You know, these are very inconvenient locks. They really should just, like, Yeah, you're really beating people up and stealing their stuff.
Yeah, they have food. It's my food. I want the food.
Your food is my food. Which one are you gonna unlock? The left one or the right one?
That's a good call. I was thinking of the right one only because it was the first one I saw. But
How does the food keep getting restocked?
oh, you know, as food does. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I love the giggle. So does that person chase you all the way over there?
That's what I'm testing. Doesn't seem like it. I think he got. Uh-oh. He saw me again.
So you can go box mode, it sounds like. The seagull's got a good sound too. Oh, you're gonna run right into one. Nice stealthiness. You're elusive for sure.
Yeah. I'm a sneaky possum.
What's with all these slow-moving animals evading capture?
I mean, Bob's kind of right. I mean, you don't seem that slow though. Whoa, is that a cheesecake?
I ate so much cheese. Also, I want that thing.
You're gonna need
I'll
some
get up
fiber,
there.
friends. It's all about balance, Pizza Possum. Seems like it controls pretty well, though.
Yeah, it's pretty basic controls. It's just the left stick. Oh no.
Reinforcements are here.
But yeah, it feels pretty good.
Are you
Let's
too?
go this way?
Are you too poofy now? Oh, whoa! It opened all of them.
Yeah, they're magic gates. You know, magic keys, magic gates, as they do.
Are they apples that the red things are?
Oh, look at that cake down there.
Can
I
you go
in the
swimming?
water? Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Ooh, I like the water sound.
A Zeppola.
A Zeppola?
A Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin.
You can fly. To get to the pizza, Sean, you'll use your stairway to heaven. You're not gonna poop for days, says Groggy.
Whoa. Look out, there's a moth in here.
Coming soon from the creators of Pizza Possum, it's Constipation Possum.
Constipossum.
Constipossum. Brenda goes, yeah, for all the name of the month games, this one seems really clean and well put together. No offense to previous names of the months.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
I mean, I don't know.
Rival Clunky Hero.
Yeah, did you play Construction Machine Simulator 2023 Hard Truck Work Job?
That game had its moments.
Did you see the Caprese?
Ooh. Uh-oh. He's right there.
What's
Good thing he's
happening
not
to
paying
this
attention to
food
this
that's to
chaos
my
over here.
left? That's weird. It just keeps disappearing, yet I see nobody. You get a trophy, Mozzarella and Tama Thief.
Oh, for tomato. Uh-oh, 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 there, uh-oh.
How many are there? There seems like a lot. You should run. Kind of chipmunkian almost. The sound.
Uh-huh.
By the way, Groggy says, then Sean can play a surgery game again and cut the poop out. You also apparently ate a getaway balloon. Don't eat the balloon, Sean. That's a bad idea.
I mean, I do what I want. You can't stop me. I got the key.
So I would like something to change up, like not just have keys. Like give one other choice here.
Yeah, my worry is, like we're gonna get up to that giant pizza, and then is it just more of the same?
Music's pretty good.
Music and sound effects are fantastic. They're really, really good.
What's that P? Go to the right. There's a doorway with a P over it.
That's where I respawn.
But you have to touch them to get them.
Apparently, yeah. So it's a good thing I went over there.
I helped. Yeah, are you gonna cut the possum open later and help it not be constipated anymore.
Oh, that's a dog.
I wonder how much tougher the guards get too. Because right now they seem fairly oblivious.
Yeah.
Also, fairly oblivious was the name of my band in high school.
I'm glad I figured out that the animals that aren't dogs aren't dangerous because there's a lot of them.
Yes. This game would be substantially harder. Significantly harder? Both.
Significantly, substantially harder.
Yes.
Oh, I'm fat. I'm slow. So if you eat too fast, you get real big for a second, and they slow way down.
I kind of noticed you were inflating a couple of times.
Yeah. So you
Whoa!
gotta
That was a big old scream right there. Just use the... Do you also get rid of some stuff in the bushes, if you know what I mean?
Probably.
The escape hatch. Groggy says, are you simultaneously pooping and eating as you run? Where is this food going?
I'm burning it off. See how much I'm running?
Possums do have a very high metabolism, I'm told.
Yeah, everyone knows that. I want one up there.
Lady K, fact of the day.
Can't get up there.
I hope Lady K doesn't mind Lady K's legacy still being lived on. Is that a souffle?
Where?
Oh, you already ate it. It looked like a souffle.
It was delicious.
I feel like you're just running around eating all this stuff, but not really like savoring what you're enjoying.
Yeah. Yeah, he's barely even chewing.
Can we get a food review?
Nom 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 nom.
Are you eating grapes off the vine?
I sure am. Doesn't that sound great? Great.
It's great. Those vines are also very good at hiding you, apparently.
Yeah, they're thick vines.
Give me your food, goat.
Got it. There's a lot of pups around here. Dangerous area. The bushes kind of suck you in.
They're
You
magnetized.
get too close to one, and yeah, you get too close to one, and you get in that bush real fast.
Well, in this world,
Oh,
the bushes are vortexes.
oh, you missed me.
Oh my
Oh, you
god!
missed
Look
me
at you!
again.
Dip, dive, dip, dodge, dip, and dive.
You didn't see me. You didn't see me. Ah.
Oh my gosh! You did get away with that. And this actually does, like Brendan saying, Metal Gear Solid or Baby's first Metal Gear Solid. I mean, you're hiding in the bush. There's exclamation points. Like it is very similar.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I hope you can find maybe there is a way to like hide in a crate or a box or something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah, I tried pushing. Yeah, none of the buttons seem to do anything. It's just this game is all left stick. Ah! I like how the dogs walk around going boom, 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 boom. Oh, getting real full. Uh-oh.
What are you doing down there? Huh? I also think it's pretty cool. The exclamation point. The exclamation point is. It shows the degree to which they are onto you. Wow, you got cornered. Nice work. According to Abacus, apparently this is a 2-player game. The second player is a raccoon.
Ooh.
Did you just get a trophy that said "Too fat, too delicious"?
Yep.
Or "Too fast, too delicious"? That was.
Yeah. Oh, I have to eat so many things now.
All right. Well, maybe if I end up joining you for some reason, we'll finally hear the bottom of it.
Actually, turns out that 4 out of 5 raccoons prefer Coke.
Do you see any soda in there?
Not yet.
Ryan reminds me of a raccoon, little trash panda. Remember, I don't eat a lot of stuff. Whoa, that was it. Wow, you juked that guy real hard. But you got a lot of people chasing me.
We got this. We got this. I gotta eat still.
No. Wait, if you don't eat, what happens?
I just like to eat.
Oh, okay.
Safety.
At least it's nice, too, that the other animals, when you scare them, they don't really alert
Right.
the dogs.
Yeah, they're not harmful in any way. Ah, that's a dog.
You seem like you're having fun, though.
It's a good time. It's just chaotic enough.
Just Chaotic Enough was the name of my band in high school. Is that a big cake?
That's a giant tiramisu.
Oh my gosh. Go to town, Pizza Possum.
I know I already got enough for the key, but I would eat another one of those tiramisus.
Where's the gate?
Up somewhere.
You're in a bad spot.
We got this.
And it doesn't seem like you're... I mean, you did mention, like, you get sucked into the bushes, but it doesn't seem like you get hung up too much in the environment.
No.
Excuse me! Oh, no! You were there!
Count it. Nope, count it. I unlocked.
Oh, tiramisu is great, Groggy. Absolutely. I love tiramisu. Screams!
Oh, it didn't count. I politely disagree. All right. Fine. It didn't count. But you know
Go
what
back
that
and
means.
get that tiramisu. You're like when disaster strikes. Whoa, did you just electric slide up that?
Uh-oh.
You're gonna be fine. You're not fine. You're not fine. The sound is so good. I do like how you can't evade capture by being at a different elevation necessarily. Like they can climb on the roof and stuff. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Did you hear poo 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 poo?
Just a bush. Don't look at me.
That's the sound Super makes in Apex Legends when he's being chased and groggy. Abacus says, "I love the scream of abject terror when he makes when he gets chased." KJ says, "This is one of the better tracks to a video game I've listened to you play." Yeah, we're doing pretty good with this one so far.
Tomato.
Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
Really need this dog to move so I can go get my tiramisu. Get out of the bush. I'm stuck in the bush. Bush keeps eating me. Oh, this is what we needed.
What happened to that big tiramisu that we've been leaving out in the sun?
No, but someone was playing some drums near it.
That dog, I don't like the stationary dog. Move, do something. Move, dog. Get out the way.
Funk!
Alright. Don't screw it up this time.
Oh, I got so slow. Oh, they saw me in. Oh, man. There's so many dogs right around the gate.
Alright, that's a good stopping point right there. That's Pizza Possum. That is our first time getting a chance to play this game.
Tiramisu, here it comes.
Go back to the tiramisu. Sean's not actually going to play this game anymore in the final hour crew. It's just going to be eating the tiramisu.
Stay tuned next week where we have tiramisu for breakfast.
Oh my gosh. What a fun game. I'm happy we found that one. Good pick. Good pick.
Pretty good so far.
And if you're not familiar, Sean does not look at the name of the month. It just kind of picks it based on name alone and hopes for the best. And that's where we landed. So
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. I know you have to take off a touch earlier on Friday, so we'll get quickly into the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. What's a recap of the video game headlines that you had? No, wait, what am I doing? What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? That's what I ask you, the audience, and then Sean gets into the news. We'll do that here in a second. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? Put those in the chat, please, as quickly as possible. We'll get to those in just a moment. Also, we'll name our Billy Thundergun. Oh, wait, it's Thursday. You don't have to go anywhere. This is not...
I knew you'd get there.
Oh, the chat helped me. If you're going somewhere on Friday, good news. You have 24 hours to start getting out of here.
I'll get off really early on Friday.
Here's an early takeaway that's pretty okay. Groggy, my takeaway is that Ryan has no perception of time. Listen, we've been on Twitch for 2 weeks now, right? And how many times have I done the whole Facebook gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv?
All of the times except for one, I think.
Yesterday I was giving out, just like, oh, whatever. You'd say it for 3 years. Real Thursday energy. All right.
We know what they say about Thursdays. It's the Friday of the week.
I think this is the hour we send in for the Emmy. This is good. This was good. Oh, Groggy said, yeah, Brendan, that was my fault. I had a pancake palooza because Brendan said a limit on the soon. Wow.
Yeah, that was Groggy.
All right, thanks, Groggy. For more information about GMS Plus sign, please contact Groggy.
Thanos' real goal? Inevitable pancakes.
Ah, that's true.
OMG pancakes!
I don't even remember what we do here. Billy Thundergun nominees. If you have someone you want to nominate, chat, throw it in the chat. It's time for the news. Hashtag video game expert Sean. I'm so off pace. Go, Sean!
Good morning. It is still Thursday or Friday, October 5th, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Re-News. Whew, man, what a day. First up, we talked about Nintendo's new collaboration with Lego, this time in Animal Crossing form. That's about all the news we have regarding that. We don't have much in terms of what sets are going to be available or when they're coming out or anything like that. All we know so far is Animal Crossing, Lego. Makes a lot of sense. We're excited for it. We also talked this morning about the first 2-disc PlayStation 5 game that's coming out sometime in the near future, and that is going to be Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. It's going to include both the base game, the DLC, Burning Shores, a digital soundtrack, digital art book, some other comic books, some in-game items, a whole bunch of stuff. Ended up being too big to fit onto one 100 gigabyte Blu-ray disc, so it is going to be on 2. So we're getting all kinds of big stuff now. We also talked this morning about 11-Bit Studios' unveiling of their game, the Alters, which is a sci-fi adventure game. It's due out sometime in 2024. You can check out the gameplay trailer in the link that we put in chat, and it looks like a good time. So we'll keep an eye on that game as the development continues over the next few months into next year. Out today, we had some highlights such as Asterix and Obelix Heroes out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC, and Hidden Through Time 2 Myths and Magic out on PC. But our most prestigious award of Name of the Morning this morning goes to Bang On Balls Chronicles out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and Switch.
Oh, those colons. Bang On Balls Chronicles. I feel like that's going to be a front runner, but I could be wrong. So
it's a pretty good one so far.
So far, we'll have to see what happens. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it very, very much. If you have any takeaways that were pretty okay, it's time to throw those into chat. I'm looking for a Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match nominee, please, because I'm not entirely sure who it should be yet.
Yeah. There have been some good ones. I feel like Abacus has done a good job this show, looking some stuff up for us, having good takes on things. And always a solid performance, but I think especially today.
All right.
And didn't get timed out today. Sorry.
Big shout out to Eleni at the very top of the show. I appreciated that very much. She did a nice job. Brendan's line of Metal Gear Solid for babies made me laugh quite a bit. All of you had a pretty good performance today, but we'll go with Abacus Apothecary back-to-back wins, which is a pretty big rarity, by the way. Doesn't happen very often, so congratulations on that.
BTB.
Back-to-back, I think is what Bob's trying to convey there. You are today's winner. Congratulations.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
But it's still September in our hearts, and it's also Friday. Just keep that in mind. All right. What are your takeaways that are pretty okay? We'll get to those in just a moment. Right now, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look! It's the clip of the day. Ever stared into... No, we actually got the guy with the GMS shirt on. Must be a subscriber to GMS Plus and likes to talk about energy.
PGE is on your side.
All right, we shift from anatomy to transportation. This will be our last one for the week.
That's a big swing.
Sean goes with one of my favorite transportation, eyelashes. You know why I say that?
Why is that?
Because sometimes I get lost in your eyes. It's like a trip. Transportation. In your eyes. Get back.
Staring into the void.
I spilled some green paint behind me.
It's all over me. I don't like it at all. Oh, when the green paint attacks, beware of the green paint attacking.
It got everywhere. It's all over the floor. I'd show you, but camera's in one position.
All right. What are your takeaways that are pretty okay? And then we are going to send you over to the Bry guy. This is a pretty follower-in-law kind of removed, we're taking a chance situation because it's somebody that we follow who has a stream team who then is part of the stream team. But the Bry guy is happily married, son off to college. I've been a gamer since Atari 2600. I work as a full-time firefighter, part-time coffee roaster. If you would like to work with me on showcasing content, you can contact the Bry guy, playing World of Warships, which I'm not familiar with. So we'll send you over there. If you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS, we would appreciate it very, very much. Sports.gaming, what is your takeaway that is pretty okay?
My takeaway is Toe Jam and Earl. Funkier than I really knew.
Yeah, good contribution. King Gray, that might have even been Billy Thundergun worthy in a sense, because came to our attention late into the show, brought the breakfast tacos, but named Toe Jam and Earl, and apparently that game has more funk than I ever realized. So, yeah. Nice work there. Nice work. Let's see. Takeaways are pretty okay. Ryan has no perception of time is the only one that I see that's specifically about takeaway. By the way, Sean's eyelashes transport straight to the bedroom? Question mark from Groggy or Die. True. Abacus also nominated Groggy for Hamstring, which was good. Groggy said, as if Tom Nook needed any more bells. At least you didn't say it was Friday again, Ryan. That is true, yes. I think we're pretty okay. Also, Pancake Palooza could be something fun for us to do in the future, by the way.
Indeed.
I'm going to write that down. Pancake Palooza. Did I already ask you what yours is? Takeaway that's pretty okay?
Yeah,
Good.
Toe
I'm
Jam
happy
and Earl.
Happy I pay attention to this show. My takeaway that's pretty okay is apparently instead of calling them, what we've been calling them, we can call the games that we play during the birthdays segment mini games or side quests.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty good. All right.
Mini side quests.
Ooh, mini side quest. Itty bitty little side quests. Side quests. We will not be back tomorrow. We will be here on Monday, as we are Monday through Thursday on Twitch and at GamingMorningShow.tv. For everyone who made it possible, thank you for having fun this week. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye to the animals. This has been a presentation of Gaming Morning Show. We will be back tomorrow. Nope, I said it already. Monday. Goodbye. Best moments.
off
Whatever.
spray. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I just like listening to your vocal tones, says Groggy or Die. It's better than most music, except not as good as Superphonic. Okay. I mean, I think I'll take that. That's pretty good voice flattery right there.
You want the ultimate, though, take Superphonics album and just put Ryan's tones on top.
First,
Thank you for being first, Grogu. We appreciate it. Yeah, I'll contact Superphonic and see if Super's interested in doing a mashup.
Perfect.
We're looking for some improv from you. Oh, cool, Super. Thank you so much for inviting me. I got my harmonica. And Super's going to be
Is there a
like...
train?
Super's gonna be like, why are you on the train? Going to be like, oh, that's not what that's not what I meant. If you could just talk over the music that I'm making, that would be better. Like, oh,
That'd be great.
it's different. It's different.
please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery. Correct.
That's also a good 2011 musical.
Man, again, your streak continues of being mediocre at the SNL game, which is also admittedly very hard.
Very difficult game. I feel like I've done a good job of matching artist with year, though.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I think you still have a better batting percentage than I do with Grammys edition.
They're tough games.
That's why. Hey, we don't back away from a challenge here at Gaming Morning Show.
Nope.
No. Any other birthdays catch your eye?
Yeah, it's guitarist Dave Dederer's birthday from the Presidents of the United States of America. He's 59.
Double guitarist today, because David Bryson of Counting Crows is 69.
Nice.
That
And
was
then,
in harmony.
Actor Scott.
So in Donkey Kong Jr., you could play, and this was actually a really fun arcade game, by the way. You kind of went up the vines.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Jr.
But then Donkey Kong Jr. kind of got tossed to the wayside. The weirdest thing was Donkey Kong Jr. was actually one of the original characters in Mario Kart, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
So random.
And then they basically found Diddy Kong, and Donkey Kong apparently likes his nephew more than allegedly his own son?
Well, now we're getting into Donkey Kong lore. And the original Donkey Kong is actually Cranky Kong.
Oh, yeah.
And Donkey Kong Jr. is the current Donkey Kong's dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we never heard from... Did Donkey Kong Jr. go and get some milk one day and not come back?
It's kind of. I think he drove that Mario Kart and just kept going.
It's like a Bruce Springsteen song.
7.
Which is going to be eating the tiramisu.
Stay tuned next week where we have tiramisu for breakfast.
Oh my gosh. What a fun game. I'm happy we found that one. Good pick. Good pick.
Pretty good so far.
And if you're not familiar, Sean does not look at the name of the month. It just kind of picks it based on name alone and hopes for the best. And that's where we landed. So
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. I know you have to take off a touch earlier on Friday, so we'll get quickly into the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. What's a recap of the video game headlines that you had? No, wait, what am I doing? What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? That's what I ask you, the audience, and then Sean gets into the news. We'll do that here in a second. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? Put those in the chat, please, as quickly as possible. We'll get to those in just a moment. Also, we'll name our Billy Thundergun. Oh wait, it's Thursday. You don't have to go anywhere. It's not...
I knew you'd get there.
Oh, the chat helped me.